Melbourne?
Oh. Everyone thinks he's single, bro.
I mean, because he's never actually said it.
I'm at the traffic light. The guy's going, it's not going to get greener, man. Go.
The lighting obviously was lighting a bit too hard. Comments, she looks like KSI.
There might be a fat butt. That's why she's a 10.
Hold on, that's not what I meant.
I was stressing out because I was inconvenienced now. It's not even like, I got into a crash. Like,
You know how long I walked today? Well, before school.
And all you do is put on your socks and you dance.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Yep.
We're back, 224.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Done with the live show.
Is it? We had a live show?
We had a live show.
We'll get into it.
Did.
It's good times.
Wow.
It's No the Baghdaddies.
Chief Fuller Sergeant in the building, baby.
It's your girl, Moeezy.
Prince.
Oh, so welcome.
No, what? This guy's so horrible, bro. Who we
know.
joined by, man?
It's like this guy hasn't done this 223 times.
No, first of all, you do your own thing and then you introduce. Come on, guys.
Hey, and we're joined by Unice Wani. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, man.
How are you?
There you go. Now we can ask how we're all feeling. Yeah, Carlos is good?
Come on, man. You don't have to do podcasts. Man.
Yeah. Sorry.
How you feeling? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just cold. Yeah, Melbourne and its weather is
Is
disgusting here.
See, look, the way the aircon, I'm enjoying it right now.
blasting right now, yeah.
So sorry.
I'm not going to lie, the weather has been really annoying the last few days.
It was confusing today. It was very confusing.
Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah.
bit warm at the start.
Literally
Every day.
Every
Now
day.
there was some good days here, surely, because you've been here for a little bit, right? Don't act like we haven't had
No,
some
last
booming
last
days.
Last was good.
No, it wasn't.
Damn,
I'm trying
that's
to
good.
remember what was it
to be
like.
honest, coming from the outback,
Okay.
coming from the outback, when they have 40, 45 degree days at 5 a.m. in the morning is 45
Yeah.
degrees.
Guys,
This
it's
can be
not
cold.
that bad in Perth. We actually are a nice city.
Nah,
Yes,
I'm not
it's a
even. Yeah, I'm not
city.
even going to be on that Perth slander
You could
too
even
tough.
say with a straight face.
No, I'm saying it with a straight face because if I remember correctly, you guys had 31 degrees here and fire trucks were out. I wish I was
Melbourne
joking.
can't
I
handle
have
that
the
weather.
video.
It was a high temperature warning.
That's because
Yeah,
there's people to save here.
Oh, man.
Y'all said it was too hot.
31 degrees and we lost our minds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the
man.
weather is our downfall. That, yeah.
It
Oh
is.
no, I say this every time, man.
Yeah.
That
If
and
it
the
wasn't
fact
for the weather, the best city in the world.
and the fact that we don't have a what do you call it? Train from the airport. Those are my two
Yeah.
big.
We got the worst weather in Australia.
I think
We have.
I think so.
I think it's the
No,
weather.
it is.
Most inconsistent for
We're
sure.
positioned at the worst place.
4 seasons
And
in
that's
one
what
day,
it
bro,
is.
within
Yeah.
the hour.
Yeah.
What about Yarra River? You're dead.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know what? Yeah,
That one is
give it to
dirty.
me.
No, literally.
I need to hear all this.
What's the Murray say? Ain't the Murray brown? What are you talking about, the arrow?
No, but that water is a catfish. You can't be posting it on Google and stuff. Tourist attraction,
Yeah.
going on nice boat
I
rides.
hear you.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, are people actually out here repping Yarra River? Because I know
Yeah.
I've never repped that.
I've never, yeah.
One
The thing
time.
is, it has so many like beautiful buildings
Like
around
around
it.
it,
It's
yeah,
got like all the
yeah.
boat cruises that you can take, and then our water's just dirty in the
Yeah,
background.
actually, I lie.
hype it up.
Yeah.
Get it.
We're trying.
I lie. I have posted the Yarra. I have posted the Yarra
Does
before.
look good.
Yeah.
off
Also,
photos.
shout out to your manager helping himself to the snacks off camera. Man.
Went to the back.
Love to
What's
see it. We
good
love
here?
to see
Oh
it.
my
man.
days! No, I lie though. Yeah, Perth is a vibe. I've been trying to get out there.
Have you been?
I had a trip. We had a trip planned, but it got cancelled because of the cove.
Oh, it's Perth, yeah.
Because of the cove, man. Yeah.
You literally only were going for one thing though.
What?
Weren't you just going for the dirt bike?
Nah.
That's
You
literally the only
go for the
They say they got the
beaches.
nicest
beaches.
You go for
Yeah.
the caves and that, right? Like, I know damn well you've never been to the.
What?
She's like, I don't know that
I
side of
know you've
town.
never been to the caves, yeah.
that. I've been to the beaches.
Yeah.
The beaches, yeah, I'll vouch for that one. Go.
man.
So you like
Really nice.
Perth better than Melbourne?
I do.
Hey, rep your city, man.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
I can't be angry. It's Australia at the end of
Have
the
you
day.
been there your whole life?
15 years, yes.
Wow.
Mad, man.
Beautiful.
Side.
It's aight.
I'm still 100% rep Melbourne, but you know, we know what we
And it's
mess up with, yeah.
Rep
But
it well.
Melbourne did show out for us though
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
last week, so we are.
This guy, it's starting to piss me off the way he tries to find transitions.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna rep him over. By the way, Melbourne,
Hey, that was immaculate.
I'll give it to him, he was okay.
That was immaculate.
I'm so proud of him, but he's annoying.
Bro. It's called podcasting for 4.5 years, bro. That's what that is,
That
man.
was clean though. That one there was
Did you enjoy the live show? Because you
I
pulled
did
up.
enjoy the live show, yes.
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
actually
yeah.
talking about it after because I went on my own live and a whole bunch of people were like, how was the live show? And I was like, it was beautiful.
The last show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I was like, it's
good.
beautiful, you know. It
were
was
they?
for the people.
He said, "Where were they?"
They were on my telephone.
Yeah. Good.
I love
Yeah,
that.
but
right.
it was a nice show. I like that.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
People really did show up and show out. The love was incredible.
Yeah.
Actually incredible. Lots of new faces as well.
Yeah, man.
That we didn't see at our last live show, which was really cool. But the feedback has been amazing. I don't know about you guys and what you've been hearing, but
The feedback.
yeah.
Well, so
Where's this going?
I don't know. I'm trying to see what
no,
this
because me and this guy went out somewhere,
Yeah.
one of our friends' birthday, and it was just all these random people that were there, and some people knew that we had a live show, and some people didn't. And then this random guy just said, "Hey, you had a live show?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah." I said, "All right, cool." 5 minutes later, the guy pulls out like his camera, takes a video, says, "Hey, come." And then I'm just staring at Noah. I was just like, "Bro, this is
What's going on right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
my
was so
days.
cool though, man.
Yeah.
It was dope.
It felt like Perth in there. I can't lie, man. That temperature, though, it was booming
yeah,
indoors.
Talking about the
The
air and
Perth
all
It was
weather.
hot.
It was very
It was
hot.
cold. It was actually cold.
You felt cold in there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
It was
sure.
hot.
How you guys feeling
gosh.
though? Have you guys deeped it that we just did a whole live show?
I don't know.
Sold out.
I don't think I've deeped. I don't know what deeped it really
Yeah,
looks like. I
that's-
think
yeah.
Like-
only until today, Noah's doing some of the financials or balancing. You know what I mean? Because
That's why you guys gave us the cards. Yeah, no gift bags. nothing.
Hey,
We
things
were
started
going to,
adding
but
up.
yeah.
Unexpected costs like 3.5 years.
oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it was mad.
You know what's funny? If that unexpected one didn't come up, everything is jiggy.
You know, can we just say it? The show ran us 3.5 over what we made, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, if we just got rid of that one item.
that one thing gonna
Everything
change
would've been
everything,
fine,
man.
yeah.
But it was a good time. I think I've heard good things from people as well. Thank you for bigging it up and being there as well.
Yeah, sure.
As the people behind the organizing and stuff, I feel like I didn't sit down and nah, dog, you're killing me with the way you're helping
This
yourself.
guy gonna give me snacks, bro.
He's enjoying.
But like, yeah, being the people that were behind it and stuff, I think being there on the day, you're just moving around from the next thing. Oh, make sure this is running to this point. Sound, making sure the sound's jiggy and all that kind of stuff. So you're not fully like in the moment too tough. But there were glimpses that I was able to catch, like being able to just sit down and enjoy that. I'm like, oh, like Teddy killed it.
Yeah.
His stand-up set
Very
was
well.
fire.
Teddy was
One of his
amazing.
clips is doing really well from it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which clip is it? The banana and rice.
Banana and rice.
About them thick updies, man.
Do you know how I knew the show was actually sold out?
Yeah.
When my cultural manager sent me, the ticket link, it came up with a afterpay PNG. I was like, I'm not getting in there. I'm like, well,
It was wrapped up. Yeah, it was all
Remember that
wrapped
people
up.
sold that.
Just
Everyone's
good.
like, "Hey, is there a ticket?" I'm like, "I can't do anything."
Get it?
Yeah, man. But
The next one, can't wait for the next one, man. I'm just excited.
sure. Favorite moment?
Sure.
You can go on as well. I saw you dancing behind the DJ, but you had a great time.
Yeah,
The music was
Nah, you
going.
know me. I wasn't outside.
yeah, couldn't have been me. I was inside the whole time watching. What was my favorite moment? When we're talking about no being single.
Bro,
They were coming for his neck.
the way it started turning on to seeming like an attack on Noah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm the. You know, we always say other people are the scapegoat for this podcast. But I'm the scapegoat.
That's
for this
you.
podcast.
Nah, you
And
guys
I'll take
abuse me.
Yeah.
And then Carlos got roped into that as well. Everyone started.
Everyone thinks he's single, bro.
I mean, because he's never
I set him
actually
up.
said it.
Nah, Teddy just went out and saying Carlos said and no. And then people sending me messages, "Hey, whoa."
Mazine,
I was like,
man.
"What's
But
going
I
on?"
feel like it was because Carlos brought up the dating
The
stuff.
date
Yes.
night and that kind of stuff.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
That's
It all
facts.
rested in
You
there.
brought it
yeah.
onto yourself, my friend.
I was just trying to put my friends on game, you know. I'm just trying to help my brothers out. You get what I mean?
They helped you out when they went to Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah, we snaked them good.
We're trying to put this guy on game, man. I'm trying to think of what was good.
There
one.
was,
That's
I
a lot.
think it was dope seeing everybody take the opportunity pretty well. We were kind of concerned
Yeah,
because,
for
let's be honest,
sure.
all the musicians didn't show up for sound
For
check.
sound check?
For different reasons. Like, they all had... one person had a
yeah.
legitimate reason. The
Yeah.
other two didn't. The rappers, that's how they act. But everyone did really
Yeah,
well.
they gave it their
I
all.
got so many people telling me, like, yo, Mike Wang is really good.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
first
yeah.
time hearing this guy. Even
Oh,
people,
word.
people working at the venue as well were like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
the Mike
I
guy
love
was
that.
really
Nah, Mike
good.
Wang's
I was
actually
like,
fine.
yeah, Mike's
I
really
love
good.
that.
Nah, he's good.
Yeah.
Easy.
Raven did his thing.
Yeah,
Revo.
Revo just
Yeah.
had all this that iconic line
Yeah.
about bringing back arranged marriages. Got the whole
Everyone
place
loved it.
booming, man.
I
That one
Yeah,
there,
this set was
keyed
good.
as well,
Whoever
man.
for president, bro. Oh man, that was a good one as well.
It was proper, man. It was a good time, man. So shout out to us. Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody, for coming down. Round of applause to us.
And thank you for buying the merch as well.
Oh, yeah.
The merch, because no one knew we were selling merch until the day when they actually walked in
Oh,
and then
true.
they saw.
We didn't
So
announce
thank
that,
you guys for buying the merch.
Yeah,
we
we
hope you
didn't
guys
show
wear
it
it.
beforehand. Nothing,
Yeah, we
yeah.
didn't. Nothing
I
at
think the
all.
MC just
So
announced it.
Yeah. So, yeah, for sure,
thank
for
you
sure.
guys for
We'll,
that.
That was cool as
I guess
well.
we'll be having that for sale soon.
Yeah.
I assume.
For sure,
we'll
yeah,
be back.
for
We'll be back
sure.
on sale.
As of when this episode drops, if you want to buy something, just DM us.
Say less, man.
Next
Top three,
alrighty,
huh?
let's do it.
Let's get into the.
Let's
get into
do
this
our
episode. So we're gonna
top
do a
three. All right, everybody, take a board. Y'all know how this
Heck
works.
took a bite out of this board.
That's what I said. Someone at the live show got rowdy.
It took a bite.
I think something fell on it, maybe.
Okay.
Alrighty. Today's top three.
What's my name for this one, man?
So just in case you don't know, top three, I will give you guys a category list or something, and then you just write your top three of what you think that is in the order that you think it is as well, and then we'll go from there and see who gets the points. All right, today's top three is top three highest paid jobs in Australia.
Sheesh.
Top three highest paid job.
You know what's so funny? This
In
was actually
Mama Unice.
this was actually the news like 2
Is
weeks
this
ago.
Channel 9?
Yeah.
This is where I got it from, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't click on it.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
well, there you go.
I didn't click on it. I was like, I don't
Well,
care.
there you go.
So top three highest paid jobs in Australia.
In
huh?
Australia, yes.
All right, say less.
All right, and we'll cut here. We are back. All right, so do you want to start us off with your top three so you can just read them all, and then we'll see
Nice
how we
and
go.
loud and confidently.
Am I
Believe
going
it.
from-
Say it with chest.
Am I going from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3?
3 to 1.
Surprise us.
3 to 1, yeah.
3 to 1. Starting off with number 3. Shout out to Perth for this one. FIFO.
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 What is
You guys
that?
know
Oh, yeah,
what that
that's
is?
fair.
You got to be on
heck is
TikTok to know that one.
What's that? First out.
First, what's that?
Yeah, what does it stand for? But it's,
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
First in, first out.
Yeah.
What is that?
Flying to places like Kalgoorlie, you know, they put you in trucks, you dig up the ground, getting paid
Is
bands.
that a
for
job? I like this called that. I've never heard this before in my life.
Yeah,
Okay.
FIFO, you're getting paid
Yeah, I
back.
messed up.
Number 2, one of my favorites. I might start it and probably, you know, sell my toes on there.
Lost it.
OnlyFans.
Management, what do you think?
Culture management.
I'm telling you, OnlyFans, you're making good money.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Amazing people out there like Anna Paul flying left, right,
Yeesh.
center, Europe trips.
True,
Nice.
true.
They also have the girls that are making like
$3.
$40 to reveal their butthole.
Hey,
But
they'll work the way up on
yeah,
it.
they will.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, we've got to go with TikTok. I don't know why, but I feel like
TikTok.
I like it.
Believe in the brand.
It's
Good
good,
money.
yeah.
I told you,
Wow,
Mama
that's-
monetize
Unice.
your
That's
stuff
number
well.
one.
Money.
I like it. All right, who is next?
Kalaus.
This.
Hold on. You speaking from experience?
No,
That's
I'm
what I say.
personally, I just said monetize it well.
I see.
This is a horrible list. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll show it as well.
I don't feel confident.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, I just got doctor. I don't know. Do we need an exact name for it? Because you know.
I mean, a specific kind
Like
would
a
be
GP
nice.
or a-
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Kalaus.
doctor
do
is
that,
very
bro.
broad.
I think you have to.
It's very broad.
So you have to
No.
think of one
Okay,
right now.
then you don't get the point.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's too broad.
But as a doctor,
It's too broad.
There's a lot of doctors.
Yeah.
Like, what if she said content creator? Like, what's that? Are we YouTuber? Are we TikToker? What are we?
Are we OnlyFans?
Anyways, next one. What's your next one?
IT developer,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I go somewhere in finance. Let's say financial advisor.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
not bad.
Yourself, sir.
I think dentists are third. I think people working the mines are second.
Okay.
I think brain surgeons got to be first.
Yeah, I messed this one.
Yes, that's
Shut up.
I've got anesthesiologist.
Oh, that is. I know that was up
third.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice word.
Lawyer as second, and
forget
finance
about lawyer.
broker as first.
How did I forget about a lawyer? Damn.
Okay.
Lawyer's third is a good shout.
And yeah, Niger boy. Thank you. All right.
All right. Cool. I like it. It's got
Wait.
very like creative. Oh,
Wait.
Oh.
We're talking about the doctor thing, and you can't just put lawyer because there's a lot of lawyers out there.
Good pick up. Good pick
Good
up.
one.
Specific.
That's crazy. Business lawyer.
business.
Business lawyer.
And-
Or contract law. Contract law, sorry.
Criminal?
Yeah, keep
Oh,
going.
criminal.
And
Yeah,
so
no
what about
worries.
you, sir? Are you? Or that one's just cancelled.
No.
So
We're
you
not
only have
canceling.
two. Okay, give me a quick.
Brain surgeon, of course.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna go from top 5, and then we'll work our way up.
Celebs.
Just in case anyone has one in top 4 or 5, then you can get the point as well. So in number 5, we've got taxable income of $270,000. Psychiatrists.
Okay. Polar practice,
So
huh?
Practice, huh?
psychiatrists. Polar practice. Shout out to them.
Okay.
And I don't know how correct this stat is, but it says there are only 3,000 in the country.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
not a
I mean,
lot of them,
well,
which is probably
Psychiatrists know where
why.
you can prescribe medicine.
Prescribe
to,
medicine, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Psychiatrists.
Yeah. So these
Psychiatrists,
ones
yeah.
are, they diagnose patients with mental health disorders and have the ability to prescribe medication. So there's only a few of
Makes
them.
sense.
All right. Next one, top 4, with $334,000 per year. There's only 10,000 of them in the country. Internal medicine specialists.
Right.
Which, yeah, this is why I needed a specific one. No, apparently specific. So they diagnose and treat internal disorders and diseases using specialized techniques.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
This list you will realize after
Tummy
what's
hurt.
going on.
That's it.
All right, so top 3
Yeah.
in third position. I won't read the whole stuff there, but we've got financial dealer.
That's a financial broker.
They
That's a
Advisor.
Or financial advisor.
That's-
No, it ain't. Dealer, she said.
That's
They
the
give the
Dealer.
money out.
No,
Broker, not an advisor.
They-
No, that
Yeah, don't try
I
it.
just wanted to make them
wait. So what was yours do?
Finance broker, bro. They give the money out.
Breaks the deals.
But this one, they offer advice to clients
That's financial advisor.
about the financial market and
Why
products.
is it called a dealer and not an advisor then?
This is a dealer.
Nah.
This is
Right place.
it literally says financial dealer, and then it
yes,
tells
I'm
you.
not gonna lie, the description
do.
is clearly him,
Yeah.
but the name is
They
The name
also
is
buy,
different.
sell, or trade stocks, bro. That's a broker,
That's
man.
not a broker.
Are you crazy?
Okay.
How about half a point?
This is the
I
finance
was gonna
bros.
say you both got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Shake my hand, shake my hand. Yeah, yeah.
Fine, but I got the right place.
Yeah, Carlos got it in the right place.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
2 points, 1 point.
No?
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
All right, keep going, Mo.
All right, so in second place,
Good. I know.
Waiting for
I
the
know
OnlyFans to come
they
up.
make about 426,000
Oh, Danny, you
a
might do
year.
this one.
Anesthesists. Yep. Yeah.
Anesthesiologist,
He
man.
got it.
Come on,
Wrong
bro.
place, but he got it. All right, and in first place,
I'm so proud of myself, bro.
coming in close, we have $457,000 per year.
You better be.
We have a surgeon.
What?
Oh, it's a neurosurgeon, huh?
It's just a surgeon.
Just surgeons,
Just
hey.
a surgeon.
Not Pacific Street.
Nah.
No, but we said brain surgeons.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I don't know if yours counts.
still
I'm so
doctor's
sorry. Yours
question.
just
No, but
says
you asked
doctor.
me before you started, and then
I
gave
don't
you-
know. I feel like I'm not gonna give you
Don't
that
count.
one. Nah. I'm not
Why-
giving
If
you that
anything you
one. I'm
colluded,
so
you still
sorry.
know the answer, bro.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
took
giving it to you. Sorry.
DW. It took
I don't agree with
DW.
Wait, what are you talking? I took the W.
How? You only got one, bruv.
Yeah, I think.
I got the one.
He got 2.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. We count. Remember? You count how many
Honestly,
you got.
I don't remember how it
He got
if
2.
you get it in
so
the right place, you
I
get
think
2
this guy.
points.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't agree with this one, guys.
Thank you very much. It's been good having you
Hold
guys
the L,
join my
Carlos.
show. Thank you.
Hold the L.
I don't agree, but Daniel, you can.
But it's
have it.
interesting that we did, because I chose Australia specifically because
That was a problem.
yeah, that's the thing. If it was everywhere else, which I looked into as well, some creative, like the
That stuff
creative
pops up,
careers,
yeah.
That's
yeah,
That's
they
what I was going
actually
to ask.
popped
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
So we don't have an industry too tough like that for those spaces just yet, huh?
Well, maybe we do, but not to a point where it's top 3 in terms
Not
of
as many
getting
people,
paid.
yeah. Not as many people.
TikTok doesn't pay Australian creators, right? Yeah.
No, but if we're talking international, let's say America, they are getting paid like
Yeah.
$1 million for
Right.
By TikTok.
500.
Yeah. No, like off views.
Yeah, just
the way
off views.
YouTube does.
Jeez.
They don't do that in Australia.
Of
for some reason.
views.
So that's just an Australia
They
thing.
want to
It's
bring
not,
it though.
In a couple, it's coming.
Yeah, but you've got to have at least like 140k followers to be even a part of it.
But that's cool.
That's all right.
That's cool because you're sitting on 8.4 million followers.
That's not me.
we're only about,
So-
what, like 130,000 off?
How do you even get to that point? Like, what How?
You chuck socks on, go out to your front yard and just dance.
And dance, man.
Do you have a video that sort of just blew up to a point where most of your followers came from that video?
Yes, one of my favorite songs actually, Love Nawati.
Yeah.
I did a dance to that one, and it got 160 million views.
Crazy.
And I just kept doing the dance over and over and over again.
I love that.
It's working. I'm gonna make it work.
They love it. Why not?
Different outfits and different
That's cool.
outfits.
Yeah, I was just on your TikTok earlier, and I saw the same dance over and over.
You know, I used to that used to kill me, man. Because
Milk
like
it.
I was I think I was one of the late ones to TikTok, man. I was waiting for these guys to convince me, and they finally got me. So I was on. You know, I'm new to the thing, but I'll be on. I'll find something that's hilarious or entertaining. Like, oh, this is lit. Then, you know, you do the swipe to the page, and then you just see copy paste the same blueprint.
keep
Every
doing
month.
it.
I'm like, and they just get views. I say, yay.
Because it works.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So they'll do it with different clothing, different setting.
Now you're just coming for me.
Yeah, he said they, but
No. Like it's smart. You know what I mean?
so
And then
crazy.
it's so funny because the moment that you want to do something different, the views just drops.
They
They ain't
drop,
feeling
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Now-
Does that happen sometimes? Oh, did that happen at that time?
Yeah, it happens a lot, but then
weren't feeling
it's just you gotta find a different dance, different outfit. You keep going.
Yeah.
Or you gotta change your whole entire niche. That's why I'm glad I can tap into different ones.
Yeah.
For other people, sorry.
They're
Instagram
stuck.
is there.
Yeah.
It works too.
I remember, I think I saw one of these guys that was at the TikTok Awards. I forgot his name. I think it's Nathan or something. But he dances as
Yeah,
well.
Nathan,
And
yeah.
his whole thing was like, there's a TV behind him.
Yeah.
And it's like a movie scene or a dance routine from a show, whatever. And he does it. Same kind of like clothes as the dancers on the screen. I'm like, that's the bag. I'm like, bro, man's at TikTok Awards doing on performances, getting money here, there. I said, this is the blueprint. That was it.
It's cool
That's
when
crazy.
It's cool when it's a dance that you like. I remember not one of my friends, but my friend's friend. He was doing a reaction video on YouTube, like reacting to rap videos and so on. No views. No one was liking it, no one was watching it. And then he did a reaction to like a Korean K-pop kind of music. Blew up. Did it a couple of times, kept blowing up. And he's like, bet now.
This is my bag.
No. He's like, now I got my audience. Let me go back to what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Which is reacting to rap music. The views dropped. My guy went back, K-pop all the way through.
Yeah, man. You gotta stay in your lane, huh?
You gotta stay in your lane.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It is wild that we don't have that. Like, it's maybe not recognized too tough yet here in Australia then.
is that a bit like? Does it like annoy you that you can't pivot as much? Like you kind of have to stick to dancing, or is it like I love dancing and I'm just happy to keep doing this? Or you kind of like, yo, I actually really want to do this. I'm very multifaceted. I want to show you this and this and this, but I know that the fan base isn't necessarily here for that.
Yeah, but that's what I've had to tap into. Like, that's why I probably had to tap into different niches because not everyone wants to see dancing outside in socks. So I've had to chuck in fashion or like getting readies or even just insulting the aunties on there for a bit of comedy, you know. And it's just not a lot of people will like it, but what can you do?
Yeah.
If they
Someone
like it,
does.
they like it. Don't. Just like Nathan with his dances. Now he added a twin. Triplet, and now he's out here. TikTok Awards, you know. TikTok took him to meet 50 Cent the other day with Red Bull.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that. That's crazy.
That's the
So mad. Like, we're living in a completely different world, man. Like, our grandparents or whoever, they're probably like looking down so pissed off of how hard, like the way that they had back pain every day from working hard as an anesthesiologist or just out here, you know, in the farms,
field,
in the field. I don't want to say a field, bro, in case men I purposely stay away from field. But you know what I mean? Like, the world is so different now that hard work is still hard work, but is positioned in such a different way now. Like, I don't know how physically draining maybe things get, but I wonder how much that compares to like how tired our grandparents are like, hey man, nah, I need annual leave. And it didn't even exist for them.
Yeah.
Bro, completely different world that we're in right now, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
they'll be so mad at us right now, bro.
It's
One video
crazy.
goes viral, and now we're doing things. You gotta
I'm gonna quit my job.
It's actually crazy. I saw a pretty popular TikTok creator who I don't know if it was an interview or something, but she did a video and she's talking about how content creating is actually hard. And I think maybe where she went wrong was comparing it to like a 9 to 5, and then everyone got angry. They were like, oh, how dare you compare content creating to like a 9 to 5? You're sitting at your computer, you're creating all of this stuff and whatever. And I was like, that's such an interesting conversation, because from a lot of, I tried to do content creating. Let me tell you. That's the thing. It's hard.
Did you let her laugh?
We're waiting on them daily vlogs.
That's what I'm
Japan.
trying to
She's
get to.
telling you,
It's not
hard.
easy. It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, because you have to. It's
gotta
also
put
one
your
of those
camera
things.
out.
Once you start and once you get the views, you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
You
and
have to be consistent with your videos. You got to film, you got to edit, you got to put it out. You got to make sure it's somewhat entertaining as well, that people will like it. And then, like, I don't know, do you time it when you have to put it up, and then follow comments and all of that stuff?
Yeah, so this is why I love it when people say to me as well, your job is not hard. Because it's like, let's say now you say, oh, all I have to do is sit in front of a computer, do that. No, I actually have to leave my bed, go out. It's hard, guys. Set up a camera. You got to think about what you're actually going to film. Sometimes I'm out here learning 20 dances in my bedroom at like 3 a.m. in the morning just so I can film them in the heat. Perf is hot. Come on. Perf is hot. And then half of that time, your video doesn't do well. Go back, redo it again. And let's say you're working with brands now. You film that video, your brand is not happy with it. You got to go back, refilm.
Facts.
Let's say you're on a plane to go somewhere. Can't
gotta
get that
sort
video
that out
out.
again,
You got to redo it.
There's definitely a science to it. I agree with that. For sure. Are you full time, by the way, with it?
Full time.
That's mad. Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, every time I meet someone and they said that this is what I do full time, I'm like, we really have everything's been transformed. Like, props to you, kind of thing. It's like it's not even in a way of like, oh, are you sure? Like, it's generally now. I'm like, this is the world now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is a job fully. But 100%, I think that there's a science to the way things go. Do you have any backlash in the sense of now this is what you're doing? Like, I guess familiar, like from family or even like friends and things like that. Like, is there any backlash from that competition of people working traditional work, and then now this is where we're at?
Yeah. I feel like it took a lot for me to actually sit my parents down, first of all, after they even found out about the TikTok, because they only found out last year or even start of this year. And it was just them trying to understand what TikTok was, what social media was as a whole. Because obviously, you're right, they walked the Sahara Desert to get to work.
Carried water on their back.
You know how long I walked to the well before school?
And all you do is put on your socks and you dance.
No, she still doesn't
Not the
even
socks.
understand. Like,
Carlos.
In the house that I bought?
sometimes I have to ask her to move the car. She's like, no, but she's still understanding it. Sometimes she's just like, why can't you just go back to working like KFC or Woolworths? Because 95s, you were getting money each week. Social media, you wait for that 30-day invoice to come in, and
That's
she's not understanding it. But yeah, it was just getting her to understand, like, this is actually something real. This is a job. It could change all of our lives and stuff. She's getting it now. I mean, she has to. I'm never home.
Yeah.
Like,
So
where you
you're
go?
up to something,
Yeah.
clearly. Yeah.
So now she calls every day. Where are you? Sydney, Melbourne, home.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's funny though what social media kind of does to us. Like, you get a video that does like nice, and you start thinking about all the possibilities of like, okay, I think this is my life now. Like,
You're a star.
I'm a star. I must arise and shine. I'm a son of the living God. What's that video? But now, like I think Marwa, she did the throwback
Oh yeah, throwback lounge.
went to some event. It was like a 90s, 80s theme kind of event, right? Marwa did a little recap video. I think she got I don't know how many views you got or whatever, but it was like at the time we we're like, yo, this is hectic. Okay, what's going on here?
34K. What can I say?
What? 30? No,
Can I get on
nah, you had
that?
the hundreds, you had the hundreds and thousands, bro.
Bro, you were like 500,000
you
views
sure?
on that one.
So we were like,
Guys, don't gas
oh,
me, please. Don't gas me.
I think you
I'll
actually
take
have
this
proper
serious.
man, we said, hey,
guards.
I said, no, come, let's chat. I think we might have something else. And then I think she did another recap video of like,
6 views,
bro, of some like, I think we went on a date or whatever. Say, yeah, this one is not banging.
It's
the guy
slap.
says
It's a
crash
slap.
that
The streets are not liking these
I
ones.
don't like this at all.
Sorry.
But it's funny, man. You get that little buzz or something. 'Cause, I
Yeah.
mean, even us, we've had some videos go viral, whatever. I'm like, hey, guys, I think this is the time.
Yeah.
That time
It's
to
about,
shine.
it's about to
Do we
happen
get
right now.
management now, later? Security guards now, later?
It's so funny, but
Don't lie, actually. When it happened is when we started going, guys, we need management. That's when that conversation also started happening.
Management conversation happened, bro.
imagine we invested in management.
I
And
know,
next
yeah.
minute,
The following we said, don't worry.
don't worry about it, man.
What went through your mind when you were like, oh, I can do something here? Like, where was your mind going? Was it going
What were you
like,
doing, sorry, when you first started? Were you studying this, that?
And when was this?
Still studying.
So sorry. Tragic.
Yeah, it's law too. Fun.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
But
Which sorry, you have to be specific. Like which law, you know.
studying business law.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
law.
Useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously my TikTok started back in 2020, big pandemic hitting. Yeah, and then I graduated. So 2021 now comes and all of these new TikTok dances are coming up. And I remember I filmed this nice video after my school ball. Hair slicked back. The lighting obviously was lighting a bit too hard. The comments, she looks like KSI, Jojo Siwa.
My people
Laugh, Daniel. I know you want to laugh.
Did you say KSI and Jojo Siwa?
How?
That laugh is
Now people are rude,
They
man.
actually are.
Hey, the comments are
Ruthless.
creative.
No, but it kept going to the point where it was
That's hectic though.
no, it kept going. Like she looks like when I go to the toilet.
Nah,
Mums, they
man.
kept coming, and me in the background. Obviously, I'm going to school still and laughing about with my friends. It was just some gig it type until I got comment sections from like little kids and stuff. This
Yeah.
is why I bleach.
Damn.
Like if you get these comments, what does that make me? And then I spoke up about a video, and I remember I was having, I guess, a little fight left, right, center with this particular troll that just kept coming. And what really hit me was when we had the big Black Lives Matter movement, and he was like, okay, George Floyd.
That's wild.
And after I spoke up about it, and, we had ABC News and stuff come, and people were speaking up about their skin color, and it was like, yeah, I'm actually proud to be black. That's when I was like, wait, this platform could actually be for me and for my people.
Used for something as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. I think
my
that's
first hit.
it's part of the problem with this stuff as well, is how accessible we are now to critique random.
I think that's the thing. It's like more
real
than
life randoms.
There's so many randoms that have
Yeah.
an into your life, but it's also
course.
so many randoms that you're giving it into your life.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, it's a hard balance to kind of play now. I think even if you're not a creative on any of these platforms or
Yeah.
anything like that, like you can cop it just being someone who's enjoying
Yeah.
something. You know, like
Yeah,
even
with the
just
love surge.
Huh?
That video, the love surge video.
nah, no,
That's
they.
what
No,
it was.
I said they deserved
They
it.
don't lie, they deserve
No, I
everything that came their way.
stand. I stand by what I
No,
said
no,
that
no,
episode.
no.
That was crazy. You should have seen that one coming. But like, yeah,
That's
you
so sad, bro.
you can go out to lunch with your homies, right? You're having a great I don't know. You're celebrating something, or whatever, right? You put up a story. You have that one person that is just a hater on your Instagram, like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are celebrating it here. Why wouldn't you go? Like that. We're just open ourselves up
yeah.
to this at the same time. Like it's that weird balance to play for sure.
Grown
like.
man go on picnic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, summer.
So what?
It is proper
How
crazy.
did you overcome all these negative comments?
Well, for me, the one thing I had to learn the most was self-love, confidence. Because without self-love, I couldn't have confidence. And because I had established that before I even jumped into high school and stuff, all the hate and stuff that was coming to me, it was like I took it as in, when you now come to my platform hating on me, you're taking that time to comment, proofread. Sometimes you're not proofreading. Grammarly's there, you got it covered. But it was like people took time to come and see me, and I took that as love. Whereas, let's say I had people happy me up non-stop on some, she looked like Riri, I do, come on.
I love it.
On some, she's gorgeous, she's this and that. And sometimes I was like, are they just following a trend telling me I'm this and that for the sake of making me this and that? Whereas when I looked at the hate, it was like you took that time. And me, time is very precious to me.
Yeah.
You know, you could be doing something else, and that's when I was like,
That's what you chose to do with your time.
Yeah.
That's interesting that you say that with that trend of love as well.
Yeah.
Because we see that sometimes. Like, I mean, I think we've maybe spoken about this, about how we think girls always hop up their friends. Which, and sometimes we're like, I think you're lying through your teeth.
you look, no, your wig is lifting.
Yo, you ain't left no crumbs.
The crumbs have been left. Follow the trail.
Yeah, that's
That's a funny one though. That can be a trend too. Though, yeah.
Have you done media trainings?
No.
What does that mean?
Why are you asking?
I feel like you have.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, which is great. I think it's dope.
Culture manager, man.
We can't
reason I asked
compare it to
that,
cultural manager,
Because you keep
Alison.
scanning around the room when you talk.
When she talk, bro,
And I was like,
I
that's
picked it
good.
as well. I was like, I like the way she's
Yeah.
panning and talking to all of us now. You know what people sometimes do when they come on, yeah?
They'll answer the
Whoever
direction the
asked the
question.
question,
Yeah,
they
they'll just
only
look
look
at
at that person, and now you're there like this, like, fam, can you please turn
Look
your
around.
No, it's very dope. It's very inclusive.
Oh my goodness, man.
I see. Oh, you got it.
No, go for it, man.
I see that you're also a model, right?
Yeah,
Was that
towards it.
something that you wanted to do before TikTok, or now that you're doing well with TikTok, you're like, okay, now let me use that to do modeling?
Well, they actually call me Unice Bolt. I wanted to.
what?
Don't look at me like that, guys. No, I've always wanted to be an athlete.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I was always
I
tapping
think this is where that's going.
Nah, that was my first choice. I always wanted to be an athlete,
Right.
like tap into everything,
Well,
running.
Okay, yeah.
I was playing rugby 5 years, tore an ACL.
Oh.
And that's when God said, yeah, we're sending you to TikTok.
Does height work with rugby?
Yeah.
Word.
Full back,
Depends on the
winger,
position,
middle, like, it's
Yeah, I
great.
didn't know any of the positions, to be
Chuck
fair.
Flesh.
They play rugby in Perth? Like as in...
It's huge
more than
in
40?
Perth. Yeah. NRL WA
Is it?
it's big in Perth. Whereas here, you guys got a footy. You
Yeah,
got,
worst sport in the world. That's another horrible thing about Melbourne.
Hey, it's kind of
Nah,
entertaining.
that-
Honestly,
like the
ass.
AFL?
It's
Straight ass.
entertaining,
Rugby
bro.
is like it's chess
Yeah.
comparatively.
Yeah.
This is
Just kick the
rock
ball.
paper scissors, bro.
I used to play footy. It's a bit of strategy involved.
Yeah, kick it around, buddy.
Yeah, something like that.
ballerina legs, yeah. They taught you well.
Right. But sports was definitely
Yeah,
the first
sports-
passion.
Sports was up there.
Not basketball, no netball.
Sorry.
She said no.
Basketball, that one there is complicated. Yeah, I never tapped into basketball.
Right.
Soccer, they said I was too violent. One incident,
Violent.
no, I broke one girl's leg and they said
Ooh.
violent.
Jeez.
Never that.
They hit you with the angry black
ouch.
girl, yeah? That's what that was.
Yeah, I couldn't go to that. I tried footy as well. Need a girl.
Oh, so you are the
Starting to
violent
see a
one.
common
Yeah,
denominator,
that's
yeah? What's going
a
on
trend
here?
It's
going
part of the
on.
game. It's part of the game.
Part of the game.
100.
So yeah, rugby was it for a while. Played volleyball for a bit, but yeah, always wanted to do running. And then that's when TikTok started going off. But I was still doing KFC big girl things,
Yeah.
manager, yeah. And then started uni, and I was like, you know, I'm sick and tired of seeing our people being ripped off. Contract this, law this. So I started doing law and business, and especially since I liked arguing with people, I was like, law is where it's at. And then they're like, is there anything else you want to tap into? So I went ham. I was like, actress, maybe modeling, but modeling is a scary thing to get into. The industry, never that.
Because no one's judging your talent or anything. I mean, it's a talent as well, but it's like they're judging just you and how you
How you
present
look. Your
physically, how
outward,
you
yeah.
look. Like you can act and they can say you didn't portray that character well, or you didn't emphasize on this emotion or
Yeah.
this line. But you get cut from modeling lines because you just don't look. You don't look the way we want you to look for this,
Yeah.
and that's
Exactly.
that can hurt.
Yeah.
You're
Huh?
telling me to
What
stop
would you
eating
say?
McDonald's
You
and
said what's wrong with
pizza?
that?
Never.
No.
No, I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
like as in that is the talent. So that's how you have to.
The way you
100%.
look
But I'm
is
saying,
talent.
but that cuts to the like you genuinely almost can't change a lot of that. You know what I mean? You can learn your lines better. You can learn, but it's like, fam, I thought I looked good. You said no. That'll hurt.
Yeah.
But you already like if you've made it far enough to be a successful model, like you already know you look good.
Oh, I'm talking obviously. You're trying. Yeah.
But that's such.
I guess it depends on
Such
the
is
campaign. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, because you're thinking of like if you look good, right? Because from my understanding is they sort of look through the photos and they try to get someone that they have a vision of to be like, all right, this is the person. Not so
Or,
much
yeah.
of
Talent Edge and Carlos, mate.
not so much of like who looks the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I don't think it's like okay, cool. You just don't want me because I'm not the person that you're after.
Nah, man,
It
they-
could be, it could be like, we want someone that's, I don't know, 6'5". I'm not 6'5". I'm not her. You know what I mean? Like, you're
Now
not-
you're stupid for applying for that one, bro.
you're not looking for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I can't, man.
so you don't want to jump into modeling.
I'm jumping into it now
now.
because I feel comfortable
Yeah.
with the support I have behind me.
I was gonna say because you said it's a scary world,
Yeah.
right? Do you feel like you're more in control and confident of you that you
Yeah.
can now enter that?
Yeah, because unlike content creating, it's like, let's say somebody comes to me and they're like, oh, we want to work with you. You're coming to me because of who I am as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking me as I am.
Yeah.
Whereas modeling is just like, you may not want me, and then there's other people around you as well, like the other models that constantly judge you. And it's from experience. Like, I just can't do runways anymore because the girls are just in their little bubble on some. Yeah, I've done this walk. I've walked for salvos. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
I love it.
it's like the industry is so scary to tap into because everyone is pushing to be the top person.
Sure.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
We need to bring back next top model, man.
I do think there's something nice when it comes to I think there's something nice when it comes to modeling, like when you see like a brand or something grab you because we want you as opposed like how do I say it? Like we want our brand on you as opposed to we want a random and put you in our brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter who
that
it is, they just
like
need to
if
fit the
I
part,
get to
yeah.
run the narrative,
Yeah.
right?
You're the
Yeah,
center
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm waiting for 2024 because 2023 was based off you're a trend. So we want you as a model
yes,
because
yes.
you're a trend.
Yeah.
You really,
That
you
is
really
very
fully
true.
believe that, eh? Like that. I mean, I
do.
believe, I agree with it as well because it's something I've thought too in terms of like, I think it's cool where we see people who haven't had platforms before or be chosen or picked
Yeah.
get opportunities and things like that. But I mean, the realist in me goes, I know what you're using this for or how you're,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Hold on.
how,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, are you saying that like Unice is a trend right now or black girls are a trend right now?
Black girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
I've been a trend. Don't do that. Come on.
say one and only.
Trying to confirm.
Yeah, we didn't explicitly
real
say that,
deal.
true. But because I'm like, on one hand, it's very, very awesome. I think no one can ever enter rooms if we don't allow someone to put their foot in the door at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
to kind of start that, which is cool. But you just start to look at how substantial things might be, or sustainable rather, in the future. And it's like, it might not be that when you realize some of these organizations and businesses really are just doing this for trend purposes.
Trend, yeah.
Inclusivity.
It's a what is it? What do they call it? DNV or DNI, diversity and inclusion. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a mad one, man. But
yeah, I agree. I just think this is why we sort of have to leverage that. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, cool. I know you're using me, but I'm also gonna use you.
I'm willing to
Of
be yours for
course,
now.
of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta have like, and I don't know if we have been in those situations individually. I think when you're in a business, I think we sort of went through that where it's like, okay, cool. Like, we're doing this. I know you're using us, but we're only doing this because we also have a long-term goal that we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And this is something
Yeah.
to put us on as well. Do you know what I mean? But I am very curious to see what happens if that's no longer a trend. You know, now let's see where things go.
Bro, the way the inbox gets dry.
Don't say that.
Hey, we're hoping for the best. 2024, man.
I might
To
have
the moon,
start
to the
over
moon.
in
Yeah, we'd love to see
clubs.
it.
The feet, man. You said the option is there, isn't it?
What were you saying about bringing back top model?
Oh no, that was it. Just bring back next top model, man.
Is that like Tyra show?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Tyra.
That was a hectic. That
People
show.
hate
That
it.
was a good
People
show.
actually hate it though.
The show?
Now, if you see the commentary around it, people were like, "How did we let this thing?"
Yeah, that's what I'm
air?"
saying. It showed the
Yeah.
heck, like how wild. I mean, it was obviously dramatized for like entertainment purposes, but I'm sure that is the reality
How
of
it is,
what's
yeah.
Turned
going
into
on
the
there.
bad
you
girls
know?
club in the end.
Yeah, man, literally.
What about that show?
Bad girls got you about to say?
TikTok money's good, evidently. Model money's good, but I don't think anything would ever beat sports money. So so sorry. You should have thought. You guys see
Sports money.
sports money just in general? What
In
athletes
Australia,
Oh, you
Oh,
about
the
to talk about the baseball
athletes.
player.
Otani, Japanese baseball player,
700 million.
$700 million contract for 10 years.
10 years.
for baseball.
Just
Baseball. First of all,
700.
America, the American sports, baseball, football, biggest contracts.
Bro,
Yeah.
I didn't know baseball was the
Bro, baseball is clear in America, man.
Yeah.
Wow, wait.
Bro, why do we
I
all
still think
mess up?
TikTok money is up.
Hey, if you make 700
No,
million in the next 10 years,
But you're
don't lose my number, please.
No, but you're looking at people
Zero
like
for-
Kirby, like you know the one that does the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
man is now meeting Ronaldo just out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think
Now
that-
people go clear for sure. Yeah,
I think, I think in terms of being
Copy
out
that very
there
clear.
and networking and
In America.
Yeah, TikTok is clear with that. But damn,
Australia?
baseball's like
So Australia's a very different story. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yes.
One day.
700 mil.
Mbappe, you know my name. Come on.
Wow. Who's his name? I need to know his name too. We didn't. Oh, whose name did you just say? This name?
Mbappe.
Oh, Mbappe. I thought it was someone in TikTok. I was gonna get the contact,
I
man.
love it. Wait, how old is he?
Otani's not young. Let me. It must be like at least 28, 29.
$700
Okay.
million.
But
Dollars.
Maybe older.
So they see him doing well for the next 10 years. That they're like, we're going to offer you $700 million. To
700 million. Yep.
just
Sugar
play the
daddy.
sport, or is this with advertising and all
So
the
okay,
extra
so
stuff
to give
as
you
well?
context, this guy
Yeah.
is probably one of the few guys that is like a world class pitcher and a world class batter.
Okay.
Normally, you,
it's one,
One
or the
or the
other.
this
Yeah.
guy is like the number one at both,
Double homicide.
right? He's a double homicide.
Literally.
But yeah, so it's like okay, obviously the money's there.
For the man, for the men.
They're paying him 700 million.
I think it's there for the men as well. That's the thing we got to consider too.
I
I
mean,
think we're
it's a
getting
big
there
sport.
now. So maybe she did choose right.
Yeah.
Low key.
True.
Very cold
Because
world.
Australia, I don't know, man.
It's just Australia.
Could have made a good.
We're dry out here.
43,000
A nice 43,000.
Right.
I do
The
get some,
manager at KFC is driving off in the mirror. You wanted to go be an athlete, yeah? Golly,
I do
Yeah.
get surprised with the long contracts. The 10 years.
10
Yeah,
years.
that's why.
29. He's gonna be 39.
Yeah,
That's
NFL.
no guarantee.
Yeah, NFL and baseball, they love these 10-year contracts, man.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's also they play such few games. I don't know about baseball. NFL 17 for the season.
But it's also like, he could get injured.
Yeah, that's
And then what?
That's
But
why a
it's,
lot of people
um,
say like it's
Or is
worth
it
taking
subject
these
to injury
contracts.
type
But
of
it's
thing?
no. It's locked in regardless. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, 'cause
Yeah,
I forgot who it was. Maybe I think it was maybe Kevin Durant or Clay. I think it was Clay when he was injured or something like that. Yeah,
My guys still getting
still
paid.
getting paid.
Damn.
Insure your whole body.
Literally.
You're getting
Yeah.
paid that much.
Yeah.
Insure
Still
your
getting
toes, fingers.
Hey man,
Yes.
yeah, these people live.
Beyonce that had her legs or her butt insured. One of them
You
Ronaldo
are.
has everything
has
insured.
everything insured, as he should. That's
I
his
said
whole
Beyonce
livelihood.
insured her butt.
Something like that. Yeah.
This is the Disruption Podcast. Valid
these
news.
are our
The facts, the facts.
These are the facts. sir.
I feel like there was
Maybe
a
pull up
certain
Googles.
time where she should have insured her relationship.
Oh,
We
that
went
fight
there.
in no, that fight
the
in
shots
elevator.
were fired.
Your man is cheating on you.
We
Taking
went
you
there.
back.
That was a business move, though. I don't know. I think they did that as a business move.
What, him cheating?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Becky
You
with the good
what?
hair, huh?
Becky with the good hair, man. Did you
Becky
forget
with the
about that one?
Crazy.
I'm actually curious. Where's your accent from? What is the accent? And where did it
I
like
was right.
where
Beyonce's
did it?
butt is insured.
This guy. Quick research. Yeah, where's the accent from?
I mocked it for 4 years.
Mocked it.
I mocked it, yeah. So
Oh.
Bro, you know when your
wanna hear
parents
the
used to tell you
story.
keep pulling that face is gonna stay like that.
When the wind
When the
blows.
wind blows, yeah, it's gonna stay.
no, so one of my
I love this.
don't choke on the water.
That's put the water down.
No, one of my good friends, he's from Newcastle. So what did they have? The Geordie accent, a strong one.
Yeah.
And my other friend, she's from New Zealand, but she had a really strong Liverpool type accent, you know.
Right.
So I thought she put it on because she liked him, and I called her out on it one time. And she's like, "No, I just got it because at the end of the day, I mocked my friends." I'm like, "You can't get an accent from mocking."
What?
She said, "Tried it." So I started trying it. Beta Squad, Nelly Rose, Sidemen.
Yeah.
All
That
my
one
school
can finish it.
presentations, I was doing it in an accent. So it'll be certain times where I'll say certain things and it'll come out as in bottle of water. Or let's say I'm at Macca's and ordering something, it'll come out in front of cameras.
Oh, wow.
It's the worst thing. If not, I'll have to by force the dang accent and
The dang accent. The police, bring it out.
You're telling me to shut up? I'm not shutting up.
Yo, it's funny that mocking on there because I think that's my problem. That's my problem as well. Now my current one is the singing talk. They like I've done it like a hella
Will
times.
become the shits and gigs.
Huh? Which one's that one?
Yeah, I don't know. You were doing that for a little while.
Oh, like
that
the
one?
Just the way they react. Yeah.
now my problem is like I sing some certain things like I don't even know how to explain when it comes out. It'll come out during this episode. It's happened a bunch of times already. You guys just didn't crack it. But that when you do that whole mocking thing, I actually see that because I think it definitely happens
does
to me as well
stick, yeah.
sometimes.
Aren't you
man.
glad you didn't like try the Indian accent or something? Instead? Like, you stuck with that.
No. Now I want an Irish accent there.
Irish is
Irish is
good.
nice. Yeah,
Irish
that
is
is
good.
nice.
Irish
yeah.
can go crazy.
Man, got me, bro.
Oh god.
Can you imagine you just did it? My best friend's Indian as a kid. I started, I want to talk like Rahul.
I thought she was putting it on. Crazy, man.
Come on, guys.
There's certain accents I can't do.
What's your best
Yeah.
accent? Everyone, I'm kind of
This
hear this
one.
now. I don't know what that is. Not gonna lie.
My normal talking voice, the UK accent.
Yeah,
If I really want to, what's that show that everyone was watching? The one where if you see him, shoot him on sight type, London type thing. What was it?
What, like, not Top Boy?
Top Boy.
Oh, Top Boy?
Top Boy,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one there. The
Top
roman
Boy went-
thing.
yeah,
that one
yeah.
there. South London accent.
100%. Yeah, we
Boy had-
Melbourne got plagued by. I don't know if it's Top Boy that started it, or maybe a lot of people jumped onto Better Squad a lot
Yeah.
more. But we got plagued, yeah, and we're still recovering.
Everyone, yep.
With the consequences.
yeah, we're recovering today. I got a question that I want to ask everybody though. I sent it in our topics chat earlier, so I don't know how much you guys have actually thought
I
about
thought about it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I love you, man. So the question is,
Say it back.
serious about his job, The question here is, if your life was a movie or a book. I started off with book, but then I expanded it to movie because I think it allows for more creativity in that answer. So if your life was a movie or a book, what genre would it be? And what would the ratings be as well? On like IMDb or wherever they rate books? I don't know. I don't know what it
Who's
is.
gonna say I've had a trash life, bro? 2.2.
On Rotten Tomatoes, yeah? So if your life was a book or a movie, what genre would it be? And then give us a little bit more explanation
So
of like,
say if you're like, so talking of,
like when you
I'll
look.
explain. I'll answer. I'll explain.
All right, go
ahead.
So I think based on my life, nothing too genre. Oh no, I'll go rating. I think it's an E for everyone.
It's an E?
E.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so not necessarily parental guidance rating,
Like a
but
number?
even like
I was thinking of that.
80% on Rotten
Crazy.
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I was thinking of both.
Yeah. Both.
Both.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I
Oh,
thought it was rating
damn,
of
that
both.
can get
Is
dark,
it
bro.
MA or
That can get dark. What if someone out here hits us with the R18, bro?
Achoo.
Well,
Hey,
But-
there could be.
If you're
But-
hitting the triple X as well.
Oh, that's a rating as well.
Yes.
Oh, what do you think that is, bro? Where do you think they came up with that?
But yeah, genre, and then rating in terms of the parental guidance joint, but then also what is Rotten Tomatoes saying and IMDb and all that.
Okay.
So I think my genre is adventure a genre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because of how much my life has moved around.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? There's nothing, and the reason I say it's E, because it's like there's nothing too traumatic that's happened.
Yeah.
Bro, your life is The Hobbit.
Wow.
Started off in New
Sorry.
Zealand. You know The Hobbit was shot in New Zealand and then he went on.
And then moved
You
around.
literally started off in New Zealand and he moved around
For
as well, bro.
context, my family's Iraqi. I was born in New Zealand. Grew up in North Carolina, Virginia, Qatar, then moved to Australia.
North Carolina.
Wow.
It
Been
makes
around.
no sense.
Soft
Yeah.
life
Around.
traveler. That's
Hey.
why he booked that nice book for you guys at 50 cents.
So
Seated.
far from it.
But
nah.
adventure.
Adventure.
That's
Yeah,
a,
because it's like that's just and I'm like sometimes I'm like, oh, some of the experiences that I've had is honestly it's not because of money that family has or nothing. It's just because of the places that I'm ended up growing up in.
Yeah.
I'm like grow up in the Bible Belt in America, and you're like, oh, it's very interesting going to churches that are like this kind of thing. You know, stuff that we can't really relate to here. You grow up in Qatar, and like just because of the fact that you have to go to an English speaking school, the prince's son is also in your class, right? Which in the weirdest way, it's like all these kids, the way the like British schools work there is like all the kids there should be in public school back home, but because they're in the Middle East, it's a private school. And because it's English speaking, the prince and all them go, you know what, that's probably a good place to put them. So now you're like, you know, you're friends with the prince's nephew or whatever, and you're like, okay, this is kind of insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of these experiences where I'm like, you don't really get this anywhere. So in terms
That's
of
awesome. I like
rating, I'm like, I don't know, sure it's 7.5, 8.
I like that.
That's a good
Yeah.
rating.
Did you have the prince's contact?
I tried to find the guy after high school. Apparently, because I met up with a friend in London recently who finished high school there and everything. He's like, bro, that guy got rid of everyone on socials.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got rid of everyone's numbers.
Sorry.
Said, stop bothering me for money. Stop bothering me for this and that. I said, I understand. I get it, man.
Fair enough.
Jeez,
I
man.
love that.
So I say your wait, was it 7?
7.5 or 8, yeah. And genre
what-
is adventure.
And what about the other rating?
And it's E.
It's a E.
He said
Oh, yeah.
E for everyone.
Nothing's too traumatic. Nothing's too
E.
dirty. Nothing's too nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else?
Your kids could watch this.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I was just looking at the different genres.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So drama.
Drama.
I think Carl's life is a drama, bro. I'm not
You know what's funny? He's just probably listing them off, but that's the answer.
No, because remember, you have to start when you're. I'm going back to Sudan and you know the army, the soldiers.
I'm really surprised he chose that one. I'm not gonna
there's a
lie.
few.
like
I think he was just reading the list.
Nah, hey,
Oh, is he reading a
that
list?
is drama. You know, even Egypt as well, where like what's going on, the racism.
That's not thriller. Okay, the
Yeah,
racism is not
there's,
thriller.
there's a
but-
few. Yeah, so I think
stuff.
adventure, drama, right? Maybe a bit of comedy, to be honest.
Just choose one, mate.
Hey, this is his life,
Isn't
man.
there just one?
This is his life,
If
bro.
I'm sitting down to watch a movie, I'm
Nah,
only getting one.
movies tend to
No,
have
wait,
a
wait.
combination of
No.
genres.
Okay, go,
yeah.
go.
Movies
Only
have
one?
like movies got
Apparently.
couple. No, they never have. No, some of them have
I
one,
was
but
gonna
I
say
think
one is cutting
yeah,
it short.
one is a boring. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yes,
watch drama the whole
Okay,
time.
sorry.
Adventure.
Cut it.
I think that's my top 3:
Horror
adventure,
comedy.
adventure, drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comedy. Okay, the rating. Solid 8.2.
Damn.
Wow,
Up
bye.
there.
And that's
Because
all
think about it,
self-love.
because if I'm watching
You have to back it, by the way. You
Yeah,
know
no,
what I
no,
mean? You have to, if you
imagine,
say it,
because-
pause. You have to say why is that.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just sort of picturing like watching the movie, watching a child and his family sort of, you know, fleeing this country, going on this big cruise boat to Egypt.
Cruise.
Yeah, you gotta spice it up a little bit.
That's like when people
got a
single meal on that cruise.
Bro, when people get locked up and they say, I want a holiday, bro. Come on, man.
Vacation.
but got on a boat to Egypt and then completely different world there. Racism is going on. You go to school and you're trying to adapt to this new place and you know a whole lot of drama's going on there. And then now trying to escape that as well. And then come to Australia. And then my dad joining me later on. And then
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. So it's a bit of an adventure. But then it's like if you're watching this, you're like, what's gonna happen? Okay. Are they gonna survive this? Okay, is the dad gonna join them? Okay, you know what I mean. So it creates that like curiosity of like, okay, well, what's happening next? So yeah, and
Nice.
for me, when I watch those kind of movies, I'm like, yeah, the rating's normally high. So that's why I give it an 8.2.
Solid, very solid.
I reckon that's an M.
That's an M.
Your life is M.
Yeah, that's a blue M.
That's the only M. there is.
No, that's MA.
Yeah, that's why it's
That's
called
rare.
MA.
This is
Isn't
not
red
MA just because this is not MA just because like it's not violent. You know what I mean? Like
But there's
But you
mature
gotta be
scenes.
mature, yeah.
there's
Be
mature scenes
mature
where you
enough.
see the armies going like this with the guns.
SPLA.
but you don't see the ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
You just see
yeah.
them doing this.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
That's
You
pretty
don't see
good.
them in the
Ah.
movie.
It's just, you're looking at me like it's my turn. Or are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking now I can't even use drama because I'm sorry, I'm not dramatic. I'll say mine action adventure,
Yeah.
thriller, sci-fi when the wig comes off. No,
His face is.
Where's the thrill from?
thriller,
Hey, bro, she's 21 with 8 million followers. That's pretty thrilling.
Very.
hey man, being followed home is quite scary.
You get me?
Oh,
Yeah, but it's exciting, I guess.
It's a thrill.
You're obsessed with me.
I don't want you to
It's
be.
giving sad.
But it's okay. You know, we live to tell the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Literally.
But yeah, it's just my life is quite boring except for the traveling, adventures. Melbourne.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
about to give it to us.
This is the worst scene in the movie.
Literally, bro. How are we getting cussed out? for
Is
this?
that where the rent is
This
going
is
down?
not what I intended. They're using my gift that I've given us as a question wrongly right now.
I'm just saying Melbourne is probably where all of my action adventures mostly
Oh, thank
are.
God. Yeah, man.
That's-
we
we'll
said this
take
as well.
that.
Yeah.
One of our
Take
clips
it.
did all right with that numbers with that. Actually,
What we say,
said
people
that
get lost
Melbourne
in
is
the
where everyone
sauce?
loses their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I haven't lost my mind. I just need to get on my suitcase and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I just feel like that's my life, and it's PG, 13 plus.
Yeah, okay. All
I
right.
like
So-
that. I like that. That's a good one.
I'll give it a 10-star rating because it's Mama Unice, but we'll take it down to 7.5, maybe
Yeah.
6 if we're feeling
That's still
cute.
solid. Still solid.
That's solid.
Very solid. What would I do? I think a genre that would just encapsulate everything, right? I feel like my content would be very relatable.
Is that the genre?
No, it's not. It's not. Let me describe it and then if you guys can guess. But anyways, so I have like the whole, family dynamics growing up, relationship with my mum, your typical relationship with like a young girl and her mother. And then I've got the friendship drama
Coming
and
of age.
what was that?
Rom-com. Okay.
Rom-com or coming of age.
No. Is coming of age a genre? Oh, no. But no, it's not. And then we've got, what else do we have? Rom-com is actually pretty spot on. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
not
Say a
gonna lie.
relationship is a
And then we've got
joke.
relationships.
Like-
And then we've got, relationship in there. And then I've also got like finding myself as a young girl and, finding the Lord and all that stuff.
Wow,
Amen.
crazy. Money, do it.
So I would say a chick flick.
Chick flick?
Yeah, I would say a chick flick would work.
Yeah.
Very relating to like young women and, just the whole what I experience, it's just what's spoken about.
Like when
I
Reese
guess.
Witherspoon was in her bag,
Sure.
that's the type of movies.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep. So
Cameron Diaz, Mila Kunis.
yeah, so maybe a bit of
Why did we
rom-com,
like
but
these
mainly
women with no lips, bro?
chick flick.
Love
Yeah.
them with like every ounce of
Oh,
my
we
heart.
thought they were so beautiful.
Crazy.
Hey, who else is one of the white goats, bro? I can't think of
Like, there's a couple.
We'll get there, man.
Yeah.
But chick flick, huh?
Yeah, and probably M, I reckon as well. I would give rating. In terms of number, I don't know how interesting it would be, even though is relatable interesting always?
This one might get. Well, you're saying yours gets moved out of the cinemas in like 2 weeks.
No, not
Hey, week 2, there's only one screening
Bro,
per day.
bro, 2,000 gross in the box office, bro.
Ooh, tomato.
In the small cinema too,
Look,
bro.
look.
Not even IMAX, bro.
No, but you got to remember, and then it gets pushed onto Netflix.
That's it. Maybe a Netflix. Yeah.
Ooh, cult classic type thing.
That
There we go.
actually, yeah, yours
A Netflix
shouldn't be
special.
released in the
It's a
box office.
Netflix special.
Yours should be released on
Netflix
Netflix.
special.
Straight to streaming, yeah?
Straight to, and it's not that bad. It's
Yeah.
actually it's good. Like
I
straight
start
to
calling
streaming.
you streamy, bro.
Streaming.
Streamy.
We'll say Netflix special.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe a 5 or a 6 out of 10.
Nah, I'm not lying. I think you're actually probably the most interesting life here.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
You two are.
I'll
All of
take-
you three,
I'll
I
take
think, are
it.
definitely. Of course, sorry, including you.
No, it's okay.
I'll take it.
I 100% think mine's the least like crazy. Like I wouldn't call mine adventurous. Like when I thought of the genre, adventurous
Are you
isn't
saying
what.
the wedding wasn't adventurous?
But you see, that's one scene. The scene can't dictate
one
the whole,
scene.
the
30
whole
second scene,
movie.
yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
That's a montage clip, even, man. They got music over it. It happened for 2 seconds. bro. But I reckon my genre, is fantasy and coming of age.
So where's this fantasy
Okay.
coming from?
I think it's fantasy because for the longest, I reckon I've just always been a weird kid that just dreams a lot. Like I feel like my whole life has just constantly been me just dreaming and living in my own world, but actualizing everything that I kind of like dream about or believe. So if it's like I wanted to do, I wanted to learn this particular thing, then I start doing it. I get interested in it. I get good at it. Like I feel like I've just had so many different phases where people are like, Daniel can do this, Daniel can do that. So I look at it as like a fantasy in that sense. Coming of age comes in because I think a lot of my life has been exciting and interesting for the past, how many years is that? Like 4 or 5 years. Like 5 years, I think, is when a lot of life has just happened. In regards to, as soon as I finished high school, I think I've just been
Him.
hit. Like, hey, man. I was
Big
going
up,
to
big
say
up.
them
Too
words,
much
but I think I was going to say them words, but I think I've been him. Yeah, in regards to like I've understood what I need to do, and I think everything I've done has been executed to a good quality so far. So I think the coming of age has come from that sense there of like someone,
Business.
someone that's like been finding himself, and I think that's where that kicks in there. In terms of like the rating though, I think it's just PG. M for some of the times of 2016, some of the experiences we had in 2016 though. Because we were outside in some places
Good
we
year,
had no
huh?
business being outside. You know what I mean? So that's probably where the M kicks in. But
If yours is M, then mine has to be M as well. After what we found out in Japan, guys.
Oh, and I will.
Say
We'll get-
something. Sorry, but it is.
that's a Japan inside joke. But yeah, I think M for the rating. And then in regards to like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, it's an 8. I think it's an 8. 7.5, 7.5.
Is everyone's movie real? Like, as in, would you pick a animated movie? Would you pick what?
Man, it might be shot like Into the Spider-Verse for me, man. Miles
That's what I was
Morales.
thinking when you were talking
Like
about yours.
comic.
Yeah, I think mine might be a
You
Miles
give me
Morales.
the Life of Pi kind of movie.
What the frick? Isn't that guy just on a boat with
a
a
boat,
with
yeah.
a tiger, bro?
Yeah, 100%.
That's my life.
No.
I've not been.
But I can imagine
That style
like
of film.
one scene here, but then it sort of takes a flashback.
Okay.
So maybe one of those
I
like
see.
it starts off at this is where we are. Okay, well, what
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
What happened to get here? Kind of
But I
vibe.
feel
Unice's
like-
movie is shot in vertical.
No, but I feel like that could be your life because remember you were on the cruise.
The cruise, the South Sydney cruise ship, man.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, okay. No, maybe not really anime.
Would you guys ever write? Do you think your life is interesting enough to write a book about it, like an autobiography? And who would you get to even what's the word? What do people do? What's that thing that what's the call when people say good things about you, man? Endorse. Who'd you get to?
Like what, all the paragraphs.
The little,
at
you know what I
start
mean? The New York Times bestseller. This is a gripping novel. Those people there. So now you guys don't think your life is interesting enough to like write a little something
It's
about
always
it,
interesting.
life?
document it.
I reckon I could.
I would after I get 8.4 million followers.
You don't want to. The documentary right now is being used in schools. It's horrible.
Wait,
It is. I could cash out on that too. It hurts my soul.
madness.
No, I reckon it could be. And endorsement, Red Bull.
CEO of Rebel
Love that.
That's
Love
your
that.
thing, huh? Always been, or
Ever since we met the new manager,
Yeah.
me cheating on Red Bull, never there.
Yeah.
Never there.
Oh man, I think it's kind of crazy to how some people don't look at their life in an interesting way, or don't take captaincy of their life. Though, you know what I mean? Like I feel like you're very much someone that is like, yo, this is what I want. This, I mean, literally, you have to do something that's so unconventional to what our parents are used to. You're like, I'm taking control of my life, and
so
this is what I want to do.
disappointing is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, you're
It's the
disappointing
voice of our parents.
all of the ancestors and the parents. But some people just really just go through their life and don't even think about it as like you're the main character in your own life as well. Like people really allow the story to just be fully written for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's kind of crazy when you think about it. I feel like every single one of you there are like people that are like, yo, now I'm the main character.
Yeah, I think there's
Yo,
a
manager
level,
is looking intensely. Am I cooking or what, boss?
I think there's a level of what's it called? Like, I don't want to say luck or whatever, but it's just like to privilege or whatever to be able to go like, yo, let me take the time to become the main character of my life. You know what I mean? And really be able to hand that to myself, even because for a lot of people, I think you're just chasing life, and it's like it's an unfortunate place to be. And it's not the right place to be. I can even say that, but it's like that's where a lot of people end up just being. It's just like, yo, I need to chase life. I need to chase life. Obviously, that needs to stop at some point. But I think we're very fortunate that
100%, yeah.
that at the age of mid-20s, we've all already been at that point. You know what I mean?
I think you're right, because then it does take away from situations where it's like literally you're living under dictatorships or you're living under occupancies, all that kind of stuff there. Like, and you really don't even almost get the like you have glimpses of where you're like, this is me, I'm the captain of my life, or I'm writing my own story. But at some point, it's like someone else really does have such a big say in actually what I can do, what I can do, which is wild.
I feel like the biggest problem is people are constantly looking at other people's success to be like, I want to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is where I'm at, so how am I going to be there?
Yeah.
You're holding yourself down because it's like, you're right, it is your life. You choose what you want to do with it. You choose who you let in your life with that stuff.
The comparison is crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of all these movies, I realized this the other day. I can't concentrate when I watch movies anymore. I just don't have the patience for movies.
Bro.
What?
So
Damn.
Like,
when
after
that
the
message
movies-
came in, I was watching a movie. I was like, what does he mean?
Wait, when were you
What do you
watching
mean?
a movie?
Oh, today.
Look at him.
I agree.
like, all right, so after the live show, I get home the next day. I knocked out, slept good.
Bro, I didn't hear from you, man.
Yeah, no one heard from me, bro. I was meant to go out. I was meant to, inside.
Yeah.
Bro, knocked out. I was like, I'm hungry. No one's home. I ordered food. I was like, let me watch a movie while I eat.
Yes.
I don't know what's happened. I give each movie like 3 minutes.
To grip you,
To
yeah?
get
Like,
good?
this is boring. And I'll just open up TikTok and just start, and I love it. I'm like, I can't commit to a 2-hour movie.
But you can
I
commit
can
to 2 hours
to
on
4
TikTok.
hours on TikTok.
Yay.
You spent 4 hours?
Can we
Like
not
that
talk
time?
about
Did
TikTok? Let's not blame TikTok for this.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying
He's blaming the
TikTok
movies.
content is honestly
It's
better.
better.
Better
Yeah.
than movies, yeah.
Dang.
Movies.
I agree with that, man.
Huh?
I love my movies.
Movies,
I
yeah?
love- yeah.
What's your
Particular
the one
bag.
that you can always rewatch?
Rambo.
Oh,
Rambo.
That's
I love
so
Rambo.
interesting.
Rambo.
Anything action,
thinking of
violent,
Rango,
thriller.
fam.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the lizard. I heard Rango. You know the green lizard with the cowboy
Yeah.
lizard, bro?
No,
I said,
no,
what the
no.
heck you watching Rango?
That one there was fighting for water. Rambo is man is in the jungle, the forest.
Oh, man. Oh, Rambo, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, movies aren't gripping you anymore.
Shows even. I tried, you know
Right.
that Squid Game show on Netflix?
oh I couldn't
Yeah.
down that as well.
I haven't tapped
couldn't
into
do
but
that.
that's like a, there's no
You know
plot.
what they've
There's no
literally
plot.
done? They literally made Mr. Beast's thing into
The
a whole
YouTube
show.
version of it,
Yeah,
of a show, yeah, as a show, right? Yeah.
I can't do American TV shows.
Okay.
I see that, 100%.
I'm more so Korean K dramas, C dramas,
They're
and
cooking,
anime.
man.
I'm trying to get into that
Anime?
bag.
Anime.
What's your favorite?
Oh, you watch anime?
love
That's,
that
is that
stuff.
Avatar on your
Haiku.
hat right now as well?
Yes, sir.
I was like, what the?
But yeah, Haiku. I can only do sports. Or Kuroko's
That's the, is that the volleyball one or what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll finish that, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I
He
can
said,
only, I
yo.
can only do
Does everyone
basketball.
just love anime?
Hey, man.
Like-
As you can see.
So
K-dramas
many
more.
people K-drama more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get into it. The amount of like good stuff I've heard from K-dramas, but I don't like watching subtitles. I want to actually be able
That's
to.
the racist in you, man.
No, but you get to a certain point where when you watch it so much,
Yeah.
you just
You
Comes
understand.
second
it
nature,
up.
huh?
Yeah.
like sometimes I find myself just saying random words.
She's
now
gonna
in
start speaking in a
Korean.
Korean accent.
That's a new one, yeah.
No, I can speak Korean.
No way.
Fluently.
Nice,
Yeah.
man.
That's
like
small,
that.
small.
All these years of watching anime and I can't speak Japanese, man.
Nah, for real, man.
Pulled out that Google Translate the whole trip.
The whole time we were there.
That's all. Yeah, I think I like the point in regards to the, the K dramas and all that, like producing better content than what we're seeing typically from like American. It's this storytelling thing, man. There's just better stories, more creative stories coming out of places with. I think it's culture. Culture breeds stories and storytelling. It's storytelling carries culture throughout. But like a place like America, I don't know what the American culture is. There's patriotism there. Is there a culture that we can pinpoint that is like, uniform or
I think a lot of subcultures came out of America.
but I mean, like,
Subcultures that took over the world.
I think when I say culture, like I'm using it as a very broad word, but I'm trying to use culture in the sense of like, you know, when you go to Japan, you know what it feels like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or you go to a Korea and you know what that whole place just feels like. I mean, America is obviously dramatically bigger than all of these places for sure. But I think you can see patriotism a lot more than we see like when it's the American culture. You know, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say right now. Like, what is the like?
I think.
And what is storytelling look like for the American story?
Yeah, so
It's
American
by the way, sorry, it's riddled with stories of oppression as well and colonization.
Yeah.
So that's a problem too.
I think if you're thinking like, what's a very American storyline?
Yeah.
Right, and you'll see this in all their shows. It's the whole dream, right?
Yeah.
American dream.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
That you
The
can
picket
achieve whatever you want to
fence,
achieve.
yeah.
I think we're sick of that dream,
And
bro.
I think after a while, that content is just gets replayed, but it's like in everything. Because you think about it, whether it's the Italian mafia movies, right? Yeah. And that's what's this guy's becoming the king of the whole community kind of thing. If it's the Harlem street movies from the 90s, 80s, whatever, it's this guy's becoming the top dog. It's always about becoming the top dog,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it's about, right?
Even if it's like the high school,
country
yeah.
movies,
It's
the
either
town's
saving
not
the
big enough for
world.
the both of
Yeah,
us.
the
That's
coming
always
of
the
age
thing.
high school ones is who's the
College
it girl
and all
or
that stuff,
the
yeah.
college, who's the elite athlete or that. Yeah,
I think we've seen too many of those.
we're sick of it.
I think it's just also that the dope thing with streaming and globalization in a sense is that it has made a place where it's like, okay, we can actually access more stories now, right? And it's like, this is pretty dope to hear all these different things. And I think that's where it's like, it's cool once you start hearing of all the, like the, what's the word? Cultural stories come through from different places, right?
Yeah.
You get stories coming from Afghanistan, Ethiopia, blah, blah, Norway, all the stuff. And you're like, all right, this is kind of cool hearing all these other stories being told now.
Yeah.
Did I say it on the last episode about that new Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how much...
We didn't watch that. People didn't watch
that
that,
that
man.
was 15 million.
15 million. I don't know how much movies make anymore, so I don't know if
Nah,
that's
the
great.
budget,
that's
the
too
budget,
many. Oh, the
to make
budget.
that
Very
movie
cheap.
was,
Budget.
which is cheap
Yeah,
compared
yeah,
to
yeah.
the Godzilla that they made.
And it was the best one I've watched.
American version.
You need to
And
get onto that.
This is the best one. You know what
It's
I
in
mean?
Manager?
Japanese too.
Just tap into the movies.
Tap into the movies, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So I guess it just comes down to how you execute it. You know, I
Yeah,
feel like
for
America
sure.
definitely has
Yeah.
the money to be in the budget to do a crazy movie, but it all comes down to storyline with these things. You know what I mean? And people do gravitate to storylines and the plot and those sort of things more than the fancy stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? So, which is quite interesting, and that's why the Korean movies and they're going crazy.
They're cooking.
Aesthetically pleasing.
The ideas is just like
Man.
how-
Different.
CEO falls in love with employee.
like you're like like you're like this is how'd you guys come up with this? The Parasite as well,
Bro.
that came out.
What's the recurring theme in like Sudanese movies or Nigerian movies? Like, you know, there's like that one generic.
Dramatic.
Nigerian
Sudanese
movies, bro.
You're cooking?
No, Nollywood dramas.
I don't think so.
Let it go.
Yeah, well, I'm surely you guys have something, right? Damn, I don't think Daniel, talk to me. Nolly was saying. What's the main recurring theme? Because for us,
Yeah.
like that whole region, it's mostly Turkish dramas and
What they saying?
Is this the Masalsala and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
See, we
all-
watch that too. That's what we
follow-
watch.
They
follow that.
were too busy watching that they didn't spend time building their own one, man.
We don't have-
You're
we don't have-
cooking.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the
We
recurring
don't
thing
have
for
the
that?
facilities for that big
a
man.
lot of it.
We don't have the capacity.
We don't have the capacity for that big man.
I don't know. Recent years, it's become a lot of like gang stuff for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah. Even my mom's like, I'm sick of this.
So what it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be
It was
very
just a
like
drama.
Yeah,
marriages
yeah,
and
yeah,
this and that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Similar to like the Bollywood and
Relationships
that.
and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
It was so dramatic, bro.
It's funny you mentioned the Nollywood one because I was going to say I actually watched or started watching a Nollywood movie for the first time again in ages last week, right? Because I was thinking about this myself. I was like, yo, are shows banging and movies banging the same way they would? I always have this time when I'm like, I need to have a series that I watch. Like, I like to have something that's like, I revert to that. If I have a downtime or whatever, let me go watch something. Yeah. But I was like, damn, I don't have a series right now. Except for animes. Animes are just constantly, I've got something in the locker.
Yeah.
But series, Netflix-wise or Amazon Prime, I'm like, bro, I got nothing right now. So it was a night, I think we got back home late or whatever, or something like that, and we are going to watch a movie. I was going through Netflix, and I was like, all right, there's nothing banging here, so let me go to
YouTube.
Prime. Nothing banging. YouTube, I was not in the mood for YouTube. YouTube's normally a resort as well. I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
So I was like, actually, I was on YouTube when I did this though, but I was like, it's not a beta squad side, man. Any of these, it's not a podcast, none of that. I said, you know what? I remember this Nigerian production house. They used to produce all the movies I watched back in the days. It's called Mount Zion Films. So that was a Christian one. But I remember that was something my mom and us, we used to watch all the time. Right. She would go to Noah's shop in Ian Street. You don't know about that because you're from Perth. But we always go there. The movies are $5. My mom would still haggle him for the cheap. Give me $1, boss. Come on, $1. They ripped off anyways. But she'd get the movie and we'd go home and watch this. I was like, you know what? It's a Mount Zion day. And fam, the story is always about like someone's living their life and then they know what they're meant to do, but then they get caught up in the high life of like either it's money, girls, rich, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What was that?
This
Sophia
is like
in
the
London.
same things that. Sorry, what was it?
No, like just a key popo, Sophia and London.
Yeah, I was going to
literally.
get to that back as
Yeah.
well. But those typically any of those Christian ones, it will be like, yeah, someone's living their life, they know what they're not meant to do, they do the wrong thing, they hit rock bottom, they'll typically end up being someone, you know what I mean, on the road doing all of that. They find their way again, they get You know, their story gets glorified, they're restored back, and it's beautiful. The other ones is just comedy and just madness. It's drama, but like
Times 10.
The
Bro,
family drama,
Mount Everest
that's
of
what
drama.
I realized
Yeah.
when I used to watch it back in the day.
Nigerian
a
ones?
a lot of family drama.
family drama, there's
lot of it.
witchcraft in
Business.
there.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Worst production ever, though.
don't try that.
Y'all
Nah.
have the
For what
worst
we
production.
were working with and the time these movies were made, you got to remember these movies were actually like 1990s,
Honestly,
bro.
I don't think anyone can like outdo Bollywood's production.
Like in terms of the
How
production
bad it
level.
The horse is sliding under the train. The car comes to a halt. Like, what are we doing here?
2023.
And I'm hitting the helicopter away with their hands, bro.
Although
What's going
Bollywood
on?
Spider-Man's pretty good.
That was not us.
Bollywood
No,
Spider-Man.
it's not pretty good because you're
Ghana.
trying to take
Nollywood
it this. It was
Spider-Man.
Ghana, bro.
I was at Ghana.
It was
Yeah.
Ghana.
What was that on Gollywood?
Yeah, I don't think they
tried
even
it,
have
they
it in the
tried
street.
it.
But other genres is just other movies from Nigeria is just madness, man. Just straight drama. But it's comedy, man. It's
I feel like there's always
funny
poison
stuff.
that's involved. Someone's always trying to poison
Something,
someone.
man.
That's also the musalsalat as well. There's always poison in there.
Wow, man. It was a good time,
I don't
man.
recall, but
Watching the movie took me back. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever have those movies that like just takes you back to a point in time of like, oh, I actually remember these like simpler times. Or I remember
Yeah,
sitting
nightmares.
down with parents. What was it?
The nightmares.
Nightmares.
No, now I can't even look at a single string because you guys were using those ghost this, ghost that.
Yeah, nah, man.
Never.
Nigerian movies used to,
Dragging it.
yeah, they used to finish me out. Even when I put it on to watch it with Mom, I was like, fam, am I gonna watch it through my eyes? Because I started just remembering this was actually scary stuff.
Nah,
And
nah.
I think I'm still scared to this day.
Yeah.
that's why I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Nah, it got to be too scary for
This
me.
is a madness.
You know, you
man.
always have to end the movie with a prayer. Bro.
Production is bad, storyline real.
It's powerful, man.
Do you guys have a third place? I was talking to some friends yesterday, and one of the girls was saying, I don't know if you guys have heard the concept of a third place, and basically it's everybody has home and work, and a
Right.
third place is kind of what keeps us not sane, but it's just a good thing to have in our life. We should all have a third place, is what they say, right? And so she was saying, she's like, you know, all you boys, you Sunday 3 p.m. you go play football every week, all this kind of stuff. Other people have this, other people have that. She was saying like us girls, like we don't really have anything for the most part, right? At least that group of girls. And so she's like, I'm trying to think of activities and all this and all that. And yeah, I was curious. I was like, yo, what's everybody's third place here? I think for us it's kind of tough because when you actually read it, it's like they say church is that for a lot of
Yeah.
people, barbershops, salons, and I was like, damn, we got church, that's a third place. We got the podcast, that's a fourth place.
I was gonna say
I
this,
got
whole
football,
list.
that's a fifth place.
Yeah.
It fills your cup, man.
this is literally a third place. You know what I mean?
Is it where you spend most of your time, or is it like a
It's
feeling?
a place you-
a
Well, place
feeling
you
that
get
it
full from, I
provokes?
think.
That's what it is.
It's more
a
like
place
that.
fills you.
How
Yeah.
frequent is this place? Is that like a?
It should be a part of your life.
Yeah.
This is the way work and
Okay.
Like if you have ingredients that make that cup fully full, like everything has a particular portion, that it's a key
Yeah,
part.
so it
You know
can't
what I
be
mean?
like a once a month or once.
I don't know.
It could be.
It could
but-
be. It really could be still.
but it can't be
I mean,
too much. Of
yeah,
a
it
gap.
could be like a
you're
barbershop. You're not
genuinely-
going every week for
Yeah.
the most part.
But if you're genuinely coming full from that place, it counts. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're thinking hard, huh?
No, it's gym. Mine is
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Does
yeah, yeah.
it
That's
count?
a solid one.
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely.
I don't know. I thought you had the criteria or something, man. The gatekeeper of third
I'm gonna
places.
say, real
Do you do
good
that
food.
solo or do you do that with people?
I like doing it solo.
Yeah.
But you want to learn trick or two, you can come with me. But I like my peace. If I'm working out, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do your own
I feel like a
thing,
lot
yeah.
of people gym would be
Gym would be,
their
yeah.
third
That does
place
make
for
sense,
sure.
actually.
100%. I was gonna say church, like off the bat, I think. But
Same.
it's not church the place, but the community that we
community,
kind of
the
have
people.
within that. Like I was yesterday we had a Christmas dinner for the like young adults group. I was like, this is lit. I was like, damn, there's also another like dinner coming up again from another group of people from within church as well that we formed the community around. And I just started thinking, I was like, there's been so many memories and moments, heartbreaks, if that may be the one, celebrations, just times that people have, you know, made, even just funny moments, whatever, but we've all experienced a lot of that like together, not necessarily within church, but also because of the places that we've shared life and done life together with outside of that. So I think church was going to be an answer for that immediately because there's a strong community in there. And it's interesting you said this because I remember there was a friend of mine, she was starting some degree and her like thesis or whatever was on the concept of like community. And she was actually trying to, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I sent a couple of questions to these guys that she had because something that they realized was that there's from a lot of research, like there's something different that a lot of people who are regular church goers have in terms of understanding a sense of community from what they form within that. I'm like, it's actually wild that you can actually really, really form something that helps you throughout life in so many different ways based off of this one common place that for most people happens only on a Sunday, but like it transcends into the rest of your life in different ways. You're doing life with people, you know what I mean?
Them,
So I was like, that's definitely an answer that comes to mind. But then the pod as well, man. This is a regular thing right here. And it's funny because the pod is not just when we come and record, but it's the group chat.
It's a group
That's my most active group chat.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Why? Because
I'm the only one talking in there.
I'm talking all the time. But yeah, I agree with that. Podcast, church. Yeah. I do like what you said about church. It's the fact that it's not just every Sunday. It's the fact that, people also create these friendships that now you're going out and you're doing activities with the people from church as well. So it sort of carries away from that. So I think that's really cool too.
What else could people form?
I was gonna say, with the third place, is that normally an individual thing, or is there like a community kind of, or is it just open to interpretation?
I guess there's a level open to interpretation, but I think community is
It's sort of
the thing behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if the club counts.
Does-
I'm looking
it can be your third place. You just have
the
to-
elected
you just have a
minister
bad life, bro.
of Cam. I'm wondering if
No, that definitely can because that's a
some
community
people
for
count that
people
as
as
their-
well.
as
Yeah,
their-
I was gonna say
it
as well.
definitely
do people
counts.
count that.
It
Is that your
can.
third place?
Hey,
boss?
you just look around like if the club is your third place, your life is crumbling.
Just say you're bored.
Don't do that.
No, but honestly, going out.
Wait, you know why it can't be third place?
Why?
Because you never say what's the haps about church. Like you're never trying to figure out how are we doing church tonight,
Okay.
or how are we doing podcast tonight, or
So this place is it changed?
But the club
So
doesn't
what do you
change
mean?
though. You know what you're doing
off
at the
the cuff,
club.
bro.
Like depending, if I'm going to basement,
doesn't exist.
it doesn't
Oh
exist.
man, what's going on, bro? If I'm
Guys,
going to Caramel,
I'm calling a basement.
if I'm going to Tree,
if I'm going to Caramel Sundays, I know what I'm
Yeah.
expecting every Sunday.
But you don't know. Because remember, Caramel
don't
does their
know.
cute little...
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Guess who
Okay,
we're
those are bad
bringing?
examples. What's a club where they have the same thing every week then? But you know what I mean? If I'm going out to the club, I know what I'm
what's
expecting.
a shit club that does the same thing every week?
Levels.
Levels,
I've only
okay.
ever
Nah,
been
don't
there
kill me.
once, but it looks like...
Laundry?
That's funny. You could just be going.
we
out
lost our laundry endorsement.
You could
deal.
actually just be going out in general, like the night life. It doesn't have to necessarily be a club. It could, for people, could be like, because I know people that legit go out every single Friday and Saturday. Doesn't necessarily.
Why are you smiling?
Doesn't necessarily be clubbing though.
All of them
You know
don't
what
have
I
jobs or what?
Hey, man. Not in my state.
Not in
She said, allow me
Just
to
treading
enjoy
lightly.
myself.
It could
Allow
just
it.
be like a nightlife for people. Like I said, it could be them going to a bar. It could be clubbing the following week, but it involves going out after 9 p.m.
Specifically.
In Melbourne,
Yeah, 100%.
after 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melbourne's just late. Like, as in things
Yeah,
can
man.
go for a long time.
We out here.
For
We outside
sure.
for real.
You know how shocked the other night when we went out and we were like, oh, this place closes at 1 for what reason?
Yeah, literally.
And it actually kicks people out.
Absolute fiends,
Like, what do you mean
man.
close at 1? So,
Actual fiends.
you don't want business?
Did you say yours? Your third place?
It's definitely either podcast, 'cause that's where I spend most of my time, and church mainly. Because like literally at church, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, and then also doing life with those people outside. So I was going to say my mum's house, but then you threw in the community thing. Because like for me, the way I was interpreting
be
it
now.
was like, like that's what I'm saying now. A place where it just feels wholesome, you know? Because whenever I go to my mum's house, it's like I'm going there intentionally. Because I haven't been there in a while. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen my siblings. So it's like when I'm there, I'm like, oh, like I get that
refresher.
It fills me up.
Fulfillment,
Yeah, it
yeah.
fills me up with joy. I'm like,
nice.
like this is exciting to come back. I get to see her. We haven't seen each other for a long time. Now that I'm here, like I'll go with Daniel. We'll sit, we'll chat and stuff. So it's a very nice experience. But if we're talking about
Bro, I love
community
it.
ask-aspect,
He's
church.
just sitting on the couch staring at the
Nah, bro, I'm engaged
She talks to
more
him
than
more
Marwa, bro.
than she talks to me.
I love it. I said, yes, my dream is
This is
coming
my
true.
place.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Me and my siblings are annoying. You got me via FaceTime. if your number can get through, are your numbers even saved?
If you're not
at
on the
this
block,
point?
do not
Get
pick
it?
up.
Never
Right.
that.
You were talking about how like gym is your like place of
Third place.
peace sometimes
Yeah.
even as well. Like you generally go there and you find that they're released there and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, is it? Okay, yeah, dope.
Yeah.
A lot of people I think actually do definitely
think,
find
yeah.
that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I and this is why I mentioned that because on Saturday I realized I think I found inner peace. Like I maybe I haven't been hey, world don't rule me now. I don't think I've been challenged to the point that my peace has been shaken yet, maybe. But I think I found my inner peace, and I'll tell you guys why. Yeah, I had a mez up on Saturday. So this was after the live show. Obviously, I got back home. I think it was like 3:30. Maybe ended up sleeping like 4. Knocked out. Marwa ended up having to. She went to work that morning early, so I woke up. I think it might have been 6, and then I tried to almost be up, but I fell back asleep. Then I woke up again at like 9. I was like, snap! I got a meeting because I forgot I had a meeting that morning. Woke up. I was like, bro, I gotta go to my meeting. Went to the meeting. Did that whatever. Great day. I'm like, this is actually a good day. I'm not even mad that I had to wake up early. Meeting went well. Let me go back home now. I was like, oh, petrol's running low on the car. Let me go fill up, So let me just indulge, Let me fill it up all the way, whatever. Get to the petrol station, man. Fill up the car. I'm like, this is a great day. Like, everything's just nice. I'm like, let me even get like a nice milkshake or something from inside the store. My phone also was on like 2%. Phone died. I'm like, whatever, man. I was able to pay. I was
Brave
able to
guy.
pay with that last percent I had. Phone's turned off now. I'm in the car. I'm like, all right, time to go home. Cat. The car's doing cat. I say, yo. Okay. Interesting. Try again. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, maybe it's not in park. Nope, it's in park. Cat. I say, yo, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
I was like, snap. Is it because I drove the car down to empty? And I know that there's been people before that think that it's their battery or whatever, but it's really your car was just empty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just filled up. The car should be fine. Go inside. I'm like, hey, big man, my car died, bro. So I'm stuck right now in the place where they're pumping the gas. Just know that I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm just waiting for my car to come back to life. Doesn't start. Someone comes with jumper cables. They come with their car. I'm like, I got jumper cables. Let me just connect it. Do that. Car still doesn't start. I said, yeah, I'm actually finished now. It's probably the alternator, mate. I don't know what that does. But I'm like, it must be the alternator or the radiator. Something in there is wrong. I'm like, all the ADAS, bro. I'm like, it's definitely worse than just a flat battery or empty fuel right now. I'm like, oh, this is actually a bad day. I walk back into 7-Eleven. I'm like, hey, big man, can I just charge my phone? I need to make some calls. My watch, thankfully, had the SIM, whatever. I'm making calls on that, called Marwa. She's like, what are you going to do here? I'm like, hey, man, I'm just here. I can't do anything, bro. It's a Saturday too, man. The mechanics is not open, bro. I walk out of the thing to go back into my car that's fully dead right now. And I see like a white guy filling up his car as well. He's clearly heard me try to start my car 1,000 times too. And he's looking at me like I should be stressed right now. But I was like, it's whatever. I just felt happy and calm for some reason, man. I'm like, it's whatever, man. I'm pushing the car by my... the car's in neutral. I'm using my... I'm in the driver's seat and I'm using my leg like Flintstones.
Stress, bro.
I'm using my leg like Flintstones to back it up and like get out of the filling up area. Anyways, I just ended up sitting down there. I went open my iPad, didn't even have Candy Crush downloaded, so I couldn't play any games or whatever, man. So I just sat down there for 30 minutes and I was just having a good time. No phone, and I'm just like, this is great. Car ended up starting finally, and I drove home. So it was all sorted. I don't know if maybe I drove it fully empty, and now I had to refill up the petrol again. Like, I don't know if like it took a while to, I don't know what it was. All I know is the car turned back on and I got home. But I was thinking to myself as I'm driving, I'm like, that could have been a real good moment for me to like just lose it. To just be pissed off and be like, what the heck is actually going on right now? Like, the day's been great. We had the live show. I've had a good meeting. It's a good day. It's a good day for me to now rest. And now I'm thinking about car problems. And I was like, hey, man, I think man has found that peace that apparently surpasses all understanding. That I forgot what verse it was that they're talking about. I think about the Thessalonians, whatever. I think I'm like, I found that peace. So I was like, what do you guys do to find, or do you think you found peace in any type of situation or circumstances that kick off in life? or if not, what do you do to constantly like make it be full again or something like that, or like re-find that peace in your life?
Like, you got something to say?
Let's take back to the car first.
She said, I'm road rage.
Honestly, I just feel like you were tired.
Maybe it was, man. Just
lucky.
straight
Probably.
tiredness,
It's
probably,
probably.
man. Fuck, this jumping hard, bro.
No, but for me, yeah, it had to be gym. Because obviously, as I said, torn ACL, I can't play sports, and sports was always my safe space, you know?
Yeah.
Being on the field with my girls or like the guys just running around. That was it for me. And when I wasn't doing that, I was at home eating McDonald's, you know, to the point where I'm like, you know, Unice, your jawline is not jawlining anymore.
Yeah.
What's going on? So, yeah, I just gym. And it makes me feel good. Like, sometimes I'll be at the gym for 5 hours and I won't even clock it. And I can't
Jeez, hold
That's
on.
a long
like,
time.
I can't clock it.
Are you okay?
It's a pre.
Like, is things all right?
Man, she's running from something.
Everything okay at home?
Red gave her the wings, bro.
No, Red Bull puts me to sleep now. Like, I drink
Why'd
that
you
much.
drink one before we started shooting?
She hasn't opened
Yeah, I
it.
know that.
She really hasn't.
That's the nap later, bro. Come on now.
I couldn't do that, or else
That's
after I'll
crazy.
start jumping around. But yeah, no, it was like, I'll take pre-workout, I'll be at the gym for hours, and keep in mind, you're gonna laugh at this, everybody leave Perth alone. But obviously, my bag has been stolen twice in Perth. AirPods in them. So when I go gym, I go gym just
People are down bad
Like
in Perth, man.
No music, nothing.
no music, nothing.
Yeah.
And I'll just be there gymming for hours, and it doesn't clock my mind. Sometimes I'll even be like, you know, let me walk home. And keep in mind, my gym, via car, 10 minutes.
Oh, that-
Walking,
long walk.
a good
The Outback too.
not just outback.
Indulging
crazy.
animals and
Yeah,
wildlife.
man.
I'm in the nice suburbs.
That's it.
Five different pools.
Yes,
Beaches.
Big talk.
TikTok, number one paying job in
That's it,
Australia.
that's
All right.
No, yeah, but it's just, that is my safe space.
Yeah.
It's where I find calm, peace, away from the siblings. There's McDonald's, KFC right next door. If I
Just cancelling all the work you've done.
That's why she's in there for 5 hours. Family
like
feast, let's go.
clockwork. No, true. For myself, even.
Shout out.
That's it.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, gives you something else to focus
Must be
on.
nice, man. Couldn't be me. I just
Yeet.
one day I'll get there. One day I'll get to the gym, but
But I'm looking like
Shout out.
She-Hulk after. That's what I didn't like, because I don't even train arms.
oh
Veins popping out.
Wow,
and
wow,
people
wow.
looking at you like,
man.
Unice, you okay? I'm like, yeah.
Nah, gym's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, gym. Is
I think the inner peace comes when you should be stressed in this situation, but you're not. So I think in your situation, it's like, you know, you should be stressed that your cars are working.
Bro.
Right? Your foot is dead. No Candy Crush.
No Candy Crush, bro. That was the worst part.
But you just see the car, you're like, we'll see where this goes. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think I found mine, what do you call it? When I got into an accident. Someone, remember when I got a replacement car?
Yeah, yeah,
and all
yeah.
that sort of
Oh, right.
stuff? Yeah. So someone sort of finished me, yeah? No, not too crazy. It wasn't like a bad accident.
How are you laughing at his problem?
Nah, because I remember
made it, man. You made it.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
all
when
about
you know your friends made it like it's you gotta laugh, man.
All I'm saying is that couch, they don't know how to drive.
But I'm sort of
The back
thinking
of the Kia was
I'm
looking
sort
a
of
bit
thinking
funny.
back, then it happened. I don't know. I wasn't panicking. I just came out. The guy was like, oh.
sorry.
But I was calm. I was like, hey, man, this is like 1 a.m. as well. You know, I was just like, hey, it's all good, man. You know, it's very chill. I don't know. I was sort of thinking ahead.
It's okay, man. We're both drink driving.
We don't do that. But then I was just like, this is cool. This is calm. I got insurance. I'll get a replacement car, and whatever happened here, it's gonna be fixed. So I was just very chill. I was like, hey, brother, don't worry about it, man. What's your insurance? This is that. The next day, I got a car. My car's getting fixed. Like, it was just very, I'm just like, I'm not stressed about the situation. You know what I mean? I think for me, I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's inner peace or not. But for me, I was just thinking of a situation in which I should have been a lot more stressed. But I was very just calm about it, you know what I mean? So,
I think an element though of inner peace is when it's like you actually don't know what the gravity of the situation is sometimes, or where the resolution comes from, and you still feel that peace though as well. I feel like that's a whole different level
Yeah,
sometimes to
when
get
you don't
into
know
as
what's
well. You know what I
next.
mean? when you don't know what's next as well. Because like there's an element of like, hey man, I know my car gonna get replaced. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Which is still an element of peace because the initial reaction is not, brother, you can't see where I'm going. You know what I mean? Like all that kind of.
Another thing. It was just more of like, hey man, you all good, man.
Yeah, it's
All
different
right?
for
Yeah,
sure,
cool,
for sure.
Cool. You know what I mean? And then yeah. It was a good situation. It turned out to be all right. I was like, oh, okay. And then I called my brother. I was like, hey, this is what happened. What? Are you all right? And I just like, yeah, bro, calm. But yeah, hey, I'll send you my location, yeah?
Come
You
scoop
can't
me,
scoop me
bro.
up. We'll do this tomorrow. What you say? You know what I mean? But yeah. But maybe because you're right. Maybe because I know that I'm good. You know what I mean? I know that the next day I'm going to have something. You know what I mean? So could be a factor too. Could be.
I don't think I found inner peace.
I'm you as well. I'm trying to think of. I'm like, I don't think
Sometimes
so.
I'm at the traffic light. The guy's like, it's not gonna get greener, man. Go.
That's exactly me. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I can answer this.
It's so funny, bro, because
no,
even
yeah.
when I'm driving with Mao, something will happen and she'll reach for the horn. I'm like, bro, it's not that, like, just a lot.
Nah, sometimes people need to hear the horn, bro. Sometimes you need to give it to them. But continue.
I don't road rage. I'm
Even Bill, obviously, aside from where you're talking about that, yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Do you think
I
you're
don't
a
think
warrior?
It's an active thing. I'm a planner.
Yeah, so that comes from worry, probably.
Maybe.
Slightly.
God damn, what are you doing to me? You're dissecting my life. No, I don't know. I think I plan, and I get frustrated when things aren't going to plan.
Yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Yep,
I'll get
yep,
frustrated.
yep.
I'll get annoyed. I'm like, yo, like if I've done the maths correctly, the equation should come out correctly.
Yes.
But you didn't realize the equals has the line through it,
The
bro.
crazy thing is I've done nothing wrong. So I'm like, why is this not working?
That's the thing.
No, looking at his bank account. I should be at 2 million. What happened?
$2.
What do you mean lunch or dinner today?
Bread or ice, bro.
That's why I would say I don't think I found inner peace because I hate when I'm inconvenienced. Like, well, of course, everyone knows, you know, when I had my car crash, the reason why.
The Mao challenge or
Anyways, the reason why I called you in such a frantic, it wasn't because I was scared. It was because I was like, damn, like, how am I going to get home? Even though my house was closed. But it was still like, how am I going to get home? How am I going to drive to work? What am I going to do with no car? Like, for me, I was stressing out because I was inconvenienced now. It's not even like, oh, I got into a crash, like, damn, I might hurt or anything like that. I'm like, damn, I've been inconvenienced.
She didn't feel the
Half her skull's outside. No, I'm gonna be late for work.
I've been inconvenienced. That's my only thing. That's why I don't think I found inner peace, because if I were to have inner peace, the inconvenience wouldn't shake me, but it does. So, still trying to figure it out.
I don't have inner peace then.
I like that. Some of us are real on this podcast, man.
No, it doesn't mean that you don't have inner peace. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to say you guys haven't had inner peace just because you know you're stressed out because what things didn't go according to plan. It's just
Trying to think hard. God had other plans for
yeah.
me.
You know what I mean?
Nah, because me, I broke myself on the field. I said, get. Everyone's going, Unice, get up.
Yeah.
Laughing, not realizing that I'm actually gone.
Yeah.
When you say inconvenience, not having car, me, I had no legs.
No legs. That's a major inconvenience. Oh gosh.
I think it's an interesting one, man. I, for me, it's personally something I'm looking to develop and cultivate more for next year for sure. Where it's just like, hey, man, life is gonna life, regardless. Like, obviously, beyond something is not trivial, but something like a car accident or whatever. Like,
You start seeing like real stuff around.
but into
like,
the real
stuff,
things, man. You know what I mean? Especially, actually, this is a conversation I was gonna have for another day, but I'll keep it. I think it's. But when you start to see just the way people around you's lives has transpired and how sometimes it affects you and how you've seen people spiral into different things because of how they worried in this situation and this has caused them to make this decision that leads down to this. And it's like, we can really mess this whole thing up sometimes from just based on how we react to certain situations in this life. And I'm like, yo, next year, man, that Tim that I have for myself is the peace. It's time to be peace, bro.
Of
And peaceful. But yeah, man, it's an interesting one. It's wrong for
You
sure.
guys want to answer some dilemmas?
You got some?
This bunch that came through.
All right, let's do some dilemmas and then we'll find out what you're up to.
I got a rant too.
Let you drink your Red
I've got
Bull
a
and pass
rant
out.
for us.
All right.
All right.
Let me find these as well, man. I almost deleted the app today because I was like, oh, I don't even care about these dilemmas
He's
anymore.
gonna give us a silly one.
No,
Just watch.
There's nothing. How do you approach a girl who doesn't want a relationship? Stupid. Who said this one?
Just
Don't approach
Literally
me.
don't.
I feel like they sent this one for me.
No, than you were coming on today.
Just don't do it.
Hey, manager, you might need to turn bodyguard now instead.
All right, I like this one. Someone said, I've been seeing a girl, but there's a 10 in my DMs. The first girl is nice, and she's a 7, but I've tried for a while with the 10. What do I do?
She's a 10, but there's a but.
Yo,
There's
There has
always
to be
a
a
but.
but.
Yep.
good shout.
So
there
there
might
was-
be a
That's
fat butt for the...
There might be a fat butt. That's why she's a 10.
Hold on, that's not what I meant. I meant there might be a big...
fatty on her,
This
bro.
guy-
I even tried to say there might be a big butt, like that's any better. But there's definitely a...
There's a but.
So the
You know,
one
no
that
capital
there's
letters.
always a but,
Yes.
bro.
There's a despite.
There's a despite. Thank you.
But she's best friends with the 7.
She's not best friends.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
What? Best of both worlds. What?
you get the best. Okay.
It was so
So-
funny. Just real quick, it was so funny because I was watching Stephen A. Smith. He's got a podcast.
Yeah.
It was legit talking about don't go for a 10, go for a 7.5.
Goodness.
Bro,
he
people
was
get a
saying-
platform, man.
You say anything.
He was saying a 10. Yeah, it was a very
Don't let
interesting.
him shut up, bro. That's
yeah.
yappa yappa, man.
Yeah,
And
that
you know
was-
what's crazy? He's 50 something and he's not married, so I don't want to
Oh,
surprise.
oh,
What talking about,
That was just
man?
so funny. Yeah, how I was talking about a 10 and a 7. But
I'm guessing the 10 is just 10 based off looks.
Who knows?
Surely.
I think,
Nah.
yeah.
It could be a 10 in terms of, everything you do to personality.
I guarantee you she's not only a 10 based on personality.
Wait, no, yeah, because if you're saying you're talking to a 7.5 but there's a 10, would you not then just go for the 10? If it was 10 overall?
And he wanted the 10 before as well.
Yeah, so
that's
oh
the
no,
problem.
but he can't get the 10. That's the problem.
But the 10 is ready
Now,
now.
now she's hitting
10's
him
in
up.
the DMs now.
Yeah, if she's a 10 overall.
Might have to jump ship, buddy.
Yeah, look, yeah. Like my thing. I think everybody should live the life that they truly want to live.
Keep them
in the
both.
way that's...
Sorry,
you on
who
it?
said that?
She said keep them both.
Have him on
It's an
the
option.
I mean, yeah. But in the way you want to live this life and the way that you see yourself being happy and fulfilled and full, you don't want to live with regrets or start to despise your 7 because you're constantly thinking about
Yeah.
Yeah.
this
It's-
10.
It's not fair on the 7.
Because he already views that one as a 10.
That's what I'm saying.
So which means that
Okay,
in your eyes, it's like
Why?
would you
But
choose
you
in
also,
your eyes? So-
it is tough because it's like, you know this 7 now, especially you've been told for a while,
We
right?
have about 5 heartbreaks, bro, that we can take. That's fine.
Trust me, I know. You've
You're
been
saying-
told this
yeah.
7 for a while.
Yeah.
It's clearly cool enough for you to be told to her for a while.
Yeah.
This 10 is, in
You don't know.
theory, good.
Yeah, in theory.
Now you jump ship, you find out, not all that. You know what? There was rice at home. I want to go back to 7, but now she's going, I'm not taking you back, bro. You moved nasty.
That's what I was thinking first. I was like, whatever you saw, the first thing that came to mind was like, okay, if you're enjoying the 7, like whatever you saw in the 7 that made you go, I'm actually happy to kick it with the 7.
Then you kick it, yeah.
Keep it with that. But if you're looking
But
at
if the 10's just genuinely going to be better, you
broski,
also don't know that. Yeah.
you're gonna have to shoot a shot.
I don't know. This is how people end up cheating, though, as well.
Yeah, if you keep the
stick
7.
with the 7 and then you end up,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how people end up cheating because the 10
She's
is always
alright.
going to be constantly in the back of your mind.
7
To be
gon-
honest, you
17,
just
7 gonna be alright, man. She goes to 3 Club one night, man. She'll find her man's.
to be honest, she's going to be a 10 in someone else's eyes. So
be
let her
good,
go.
bro.
Yeah.
Let her go and let another man find her. She will be a 10 in his eyes.
All I'm going to say is,
I sent this dilemma.
if you stay with the 7, if you stay with the 7, you're forever going to know that you sent a dilemma to our podcast calling her a 7 and someone else a 10. And that's going to eat you up.
Wow. but who knows? But who knows? Over time,
Yeah.
she can go
Get
to an
prettier.
8 and go to a 9. You know what I mean? You learn new things.
Don't be making eyes. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you got to worry about how you're going to keep the 10. Me, I don't like worrying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fair point,
Yeah.
actually. That's a very fair point. Been in a low-key situationship for a couple of months, and out of nowhere, her personality has started to change a bit. And it's sad because I think she's getting depressed.
Wait.
I'm not
Okay,
just-
what?
I didn't expect this to go this
Yeah,
way.
I read it. I was reading. I was like, oh, bro, skip. Do the other
Let
one.
me start again. It's not funny. It's not funny. All right. Been in a low-key situationship for a couple of months, and out of nowhere, her
Wait, why are you laughing, bro?
I can't help it. That's someone else reading.
I'm not gonna lie. This one you do. You shouldn't have spent time sending us this dilemma.
All right.
You
Okay,
should
I'm
have
gonna
gotten her
try.
help, bro.
Third time's the charm. All right. been in a low-key situation for a couple of months, and out of nowhere, her personality started to change. And it's a bit sad because she thinks she's getting depressed. She barely talks to me or leaves her apartment. Any advice on what I should do or how I should support her? I think I actually like her. That's the part that made me laugh.
She said, bro, the fact that our crew, the BTS intern, is cracking up as well. You're a bad person, bro. So this is the thing. This is what I think here, man. You start off saying it's a situationship.
Yeah.
I don't know if that might be contributing to
Her depression.
potential.
She keeps telling you, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship.
Who knows if that can, and if it's not contributing.
But he did say he really likes her.
Okay.
So
But he's still in the situation.
Oh, I think I like her.
If that's not the contributor, I think regardless, I don't think you should be spending time. I mean, this is a great space. Obviously, people should feel safe to come and ask us. But when I think you need to put this person in contact with people that can actually help them out, though. You know what I mean? Like, or encourage them to go seek that help. I think that's better than the advice that the doctors at TDE
we appreciate you sending your
That's what I said. I said it's amazing.
Because sometimes some people, like, the answer might be obvious, but it just doesn't
You need
click.
someone else to
you
say
need
it.
someone else to tell you what to do. So definitely try and find her help. Figure out the situationship situation as well. Because one thing us women, maybe you can add to it too. No, we don't want to be in a situationship. What do you mean situationship? You either claim me or you don't. And that definitely can contribute to someone's, mental health or just the state of their living as well. So reach out to my good sis, man. Either cut her off, but for her own good, cut her off for her own good, or get into an actual relationship if you do like her truly.
Yeah, man. Or even ask her straight up, are you okay, man?
Yeah,
have you even asked her that question?
Yeah,
or?
I think definitely focus on making sure that she's all right, and then go to the, what are we kind of conversation.
She could just be cooking up, man. She's working on a dropshipping business.
Maybe she's just on a grind.
She's on a grind at home, bro.
She's learning TikTok dances, bro.
This guy.
Oh,
Good luck to her.
She's trying to get the 8.4 million followers, but that's all good.
Should we do this last one and then Mal can do her rant?
Yep.
I was talking to a guy for a bit. Yo, everyone's going through with the relationship.
Yeah, it's a lot of relationship. I'm not gonna lie. I see you.
He said, I hear you.
I see you.
I am you.
You're seen.
I was talking to a guy for a bit and it's quite well known. We were on the low and I can tell we both liked each other, but he's all of a sudden started acting weird and pulling away.
I can tell you what happened. The 10's in his DMs.
Yay.
Sorry, 7.
Oh my
This right now.
Hey.
Do I even finish it?
That's what happened.
That's why she's in a situation.
That's literally it.
The rest of it, I think I'm getting depressed.
Cuz, now play. I decided to give him the same energy back, but now he's starting to come back and seems to care again. What do I do? Damn, he got rejected by the 10.
Yeah, you realize
He's
the 10's not all
bored.
that.
He's just bored.
Yeah.
Bored, huh?
That's
That's
facts.
bored.
Yeah.
He's bored.
He says it's quite well known. I think that Donnie was just feeling himself, man.
Well known in the
energy,
scene.
man. Well
Who
known
you
in
think
the
it is?
scene.
Start
Well
throwing
known in
names.
the streets. That's what it is.
Huh?
What?
Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
Well known.
Come back. Hey, I reckon it's one of those. Donnie was feeling himself and realized there actually should be rice at home instead, man. You know what I mean? What do I do though?
Don't let fam get to you.
I think you got to call people out on what they do, bro.
Of course.
100%.
Yeah, I think it's
100%.
that giving the same energy is it feels good in the moment, but then when you find out that you're sad, fam, and you guys have just started beefing each other, now you've ruined a good thing. Just call people out instead, man.
You know what I realized? Like today, I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what builds a good life overall? Boundaries.
Being straight up as
yeah,
well.
you gotta have
Boundaries in every area of your life will build the best life. If it's romantically, yo, these are my boundaries.
Yeah.
If it's business, these are my boundaries. If it's dieting, these are my boundaries.
Feels spiritually offset, man.
Like 100%, right? And so sometimes it's that for her, for this girl, it's that conversation. Yo, hey, I like you. I think you're cool. What the hell are you doing going in and out of
What's
this,
going on
talking
here,
with
man?
me, whatnot? That can't exist if you're trying to kick it with me.
Of course.
Bro, I reckon we just forget how easy it is to get the answer you want when you ask the straight up question as well. Instead
Especially
of
when you got them on a one-on-one, they can't waffle,
bro, it just makes it so much more complicated for you when you're trying to do up Detective Holmes. And you're Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. You're trying to figure it out on your ones.
Yeah.
It's not the way, man, you know? So
Or with
just
your girls, Sherlock Homies, bro.
You got waffles, huh? Bro. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just more straight up. Yeah, when you set your boundaries or when you ask the question straight up. Literally, what are you doing right now? Like, I think we're scared. We're scared for the vulnerability, man. Like saying, "Hey, I like you." That's peak.
No, I think,
but it's so liberating.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like in relationship settings, even friendships, sometimes I think what's scary with the boundary thing is like, if I make my boundaries clear, and you are outside of them, then it ends.
Yeah.
And I think we don't necessarily, like, we're still emotional, right? We don't necessarily want these things to end, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if I tell you, yo, if you're gonna be with me, you need to be communicating to me regularly. I don't need a good morning every morning, text
every now and then,
but I'm gonna need to hear from you before 7 p.m. every day. You know what I mean? Like, if they're like, yo, I can't do that, and then you gotta look at them and be like, yo, then this can't happen. We don't like that aspect, because that's the ultimatum, really. That's what the boundary is.
Hondo, man.
I feel like set the boundaries before you even get to the I want the messages.
Like, understand it for yourself.
To start from why do you like me?
Yeah.
Type shit. Because Sabri, why are you trying to move? You gotta tell me. I don't want to hear you're beautiful.
What's a good answer? Okay. What's a good answer for you? You don't want to hear you're beautiful. You dance well. Like all the generic stuff.
I like the sock choice you have.
I like your sock choice.
What is a good answer, man?
Honestly, I don't know, because I've never thought about relationships. It's just when you're moving to me there, I need to hear.
That was a test, and I'm so glad you didn't answer, because everyone would have just.
They would have, used that.
Started running it, yeah.
But you deep it. If you say what I've just said, it means you're not the one. Sorry, keep pushing.
100%.
So mad one, man. I'm happy that Mara didn't think that you're asking her as well and proceed to answer. So we're good. We're locked in here,
I was
bro.
cooking.
Someone did say maybe it's about you. Unrelated, but I think I fell in love at your live show. Didn't get to talk to them, so please drop the list of attendees. We can't do that.
His handle's Pem the OP. So many people asked, man.
Pem the OP! Killed it. Big boy Pemmy, man.
What do you mean related to who?
I said maybe it's you. Maybe they're asking. No, related, like siblings.
There was a lot of fine babes and fine mendoms out there.
If you need the list, let us know.
That's very true. I'm going to need all the Ethiopian Eritrean girls that came down to fill out contact details in the comments. It's very good. I like very much.
Very good, very nice. I
You
like
should see Noah right now. He's blushing.
No one loves it. No one loves it.
So funny.
Oh man, you want to rant, and then we can find out what else you're up to.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of something we touched on a bit earlier, in line with what you do, TikTok, and all of that. Just the Melbourne scene and the creatives and all of that. I wanted to hear it from your point of view, because we always hear it from like artists. We've had a few artists come here. Yep. We've had a few promoters and people who are in that scene. But like in terms of like TikTok and being a black creative as well, what's it like? Is it hard to like kind of crack into it, or what is it like for you?
Melbourne specifically, or in general? In
general. And then you can speak on the love or like the support you get in Melbourne and in other states as well. I
think really tapping into it. Getting into content creating in Australia is just horrible. Like it's just hard, because not a lot of people understand it, and a lot of people view it as in star power, money, clout, that type of thing. So when genuinely you have people that are wanting to be around you, it's not always for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that is one of the hardest things that I've had to learn. It's like, I can't be friends with this person. I can't let this person in my life, because they're only coming in to, for the clout, But then there's other people around you as well that are just there. Like, I'm going to name one, no free promo here, but like the Rhythm Team. And the stuff like they do for the community and for the people. They're there for the people, and that's what I love especially about Melbourne. That's one thing. Just the one. It's the culture. Yeah. That's cool. Once you have your culture and your community around you, it makes life so much easier to do what you do, because you're like, I see that support, I see the appreciation and the love, and it's like, I can still do this. Yeah. I love that. And I wanted to ask, because I even heard this conversation on like a different podcast, Talking Trophies, and they're talking about how being like people of color, right? We're doing a podcast and stuff. Of course, we get amazing support from people and all of that. But then you see there's other podcasters or other people that are doing the same thing. It might not be on the same type of level or as good. They're, of course, whites. Yeah. The opportunities that are coming their way, though,
is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. And even just the jump that they get in terms of like numbers, in terms of sponsorships and all of that, it's like you can really see the difference. The content is the same, or if anything, people of color, sometimes theirs is definitely worse. But it's like the opportunity that they get and, you know, the type of people that they get backing them is just so different. And so I was just like, do you ever feel that as a black creative?
Yeah.
In it specifically?
Feel that heavily. It's again something always had to tap into, and unless we spoke up about it, all of these opportunities we get, even with I guess TikTok or brands and stuff, we wouldn't have it. You know, because like you go on to, let's say, TikTok and you see all these light skins and the white girls and they're lip syncing. Let's say a dark skin girl when I did that now, it's like negative 0.0 versus like 1 million streams and stuff. You know, we constantly have to work 20 times harder just to be recognized out there. You know, it's never going to change, but it's something that's getting better.
Just kind of figure out to work with. How much do you all talk, like all the other black creators? I think of like Man Like Tats or Olan or all the other people in Sydney, you know what I mean, Chang, all those people
we have
that
Afro Talk.
Huh?
We have Afro Talk.
Oh, so, okay, right.
Yeah, we created, after a little incident, we created a community
what was the incident?
Of black creators.
If you can say.
So, TikTok Awards.
Right.
The first one that ever happened. Obviously, we did have an incident with COVID and, other creators couldn't fly in, but it was the creators that were in that state at the time, the black creators that weren't even there, and the opportunities that I guess you guys say the white people were getting instead of us, that TikTok could have pushed for, like getting verified even.
Right.
And it's like we had to sit them down to be like, we are not seeing this, but we are part of your TikTok community. You know, we're still bringing people onto the
your platform.
Why aren't we being seen? Why aren't we being heard? And it took that time for us to sit down with everyone, send out an email, and they were like, wow, there is a community.
Serious CCs were in that email, man. A lot of CCs and BCCs, man.
Yeah.
Just like that.
The list.
It was a long ass email for them to sit down with us and then give us opportunities.
So there's Afro Talk now that has like a community, is it, that is developed from that kind of? Okay,
and then you had other creators from like around the world, like the UK and stuff like that. Black creators that some of you guys may even know that we're like, we want to be a part of this, you know? And obviously now everyone's doing their own thing, so it is harder for us to keep in contact. But we see each other when we go to events and it's like, this is our people, you know, we're proud to see you do this and do that. But that
was something I found lit when you went at the recent TikTok Awards, and then there's like, I saw Onyedika's there, obviously. Or sorry, what do we call him now? Because we're homies. Onye.
No. He's gonna kill me for this, but you guys need to stop calling him Onyash Warrior.
I'm good on that one.
Onyash Warrior. Pretty guy, man.
He's definitely coming for you after saying that.
So you're there with Onyash Warrior. You're there with Kev. I think obviously Online was there as well. Who else did I see? But like, I was like, oh, this is lit, man. Like I'm seeing all these like black creators just posting up. Everyone's literally doing their own thing. It seems like it's in different pockets or everyone's in their own bag or their own lane. But then it's like, no, this is all on the same platform, and you really all can support each other and uphold each other in that as well. And it's like, for us, it'll be sick to, I mean, being at our live show and we've got talking trophies, we've got Bittersweet. It's like, imagine now, I don't know, I think recently in the UK, they just had a podcast festival. So there's a bunch of podcasters that we know and tap into that they were all there. I don't know what they were talking about, but they're all there. So it's like, imagine now we have Galacticos as well, or Let Them Shoot is on. You know what I mean? Like it's just something is being created beyond niches, but it's just like everybody's doing their thing, and like we're not hitting that mainstream barrier just yet, but everyone's doing what we've got to do, representing the people that we represent, representing the communities that we all represent, or the stories that we represent as well. And now we're banding together as well. Like that would be a sick point to like kind of get to. It's just it's tough. I reckon you're right. I'm a bit of I'm a realist, but I'm positive. But sometimes I'm just like, this is the law of the land. I don't know how much things are ever going to change in the sense of like now corporates come looking for us immediately. Of like, no, this is where the bag is at, or this is where the talent is coming from. We're still a minority here. They have to serve the majority of people that are really actually still using. I think we're pulling numbers, but we forget that we're still young in this space. But like we still need to be respected at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But maybe it's just about paving our own way, like literally creating things like an Afrotalk or like,
Yeah.
creating this hub now, or everyone now starting to get serious about what we're doing, and let's say, hey man, let's start investing our own money into these things.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
are we really serious to that level of like wanting to do it like that? It's a tough question. It's a tough ask because that's a risk, but we're willing to take it as well, So
Always willing
Peak.
to take it. Just gotta make the move.
just gotta jump outside and dance in the driveway, man. Get it going, make that move. Anything that we can. Sorry,
Just one quick. 8.4 million people is a lot of
it's
people.
a lot of.
That's also a lot of people to like piss off if things go wrong. Yeah. Have you had like a
moment?
God, am I getting cancelled moment?
No way.
I'm just trying to think. What would I be cancelled?
Okay,
That's what I'm
That's-
saying. 'Cause
yeah.
Hey, you killed
what
it for
you do
that.
Facts.
Is not offensive whatsoever.
Manager's
You know what I
happy.
mean?
Good answer.
Good answer.
I think about it and it's like I don't do anything where I can be cancelled for. My jokes, they're restricted. The way I act, come on. It's like you say, are you a media trained? No, I'm not. But it's like
I'm well raised.
I am. I don't want that beating from mum still. But yeah, I'm trying to think what would I be cancelled
actually
for.
causes that,
So
yeah.
far, it's my friends and their actions. But
That's all I could
Oh, yeah,
think of. I was
people
like, maybe
associated
it'll
with
be
it.
someone you're
Maybe.
affiliated to or
Yeah.
something could ever
Yeah.
do something. Yeah.
apart from that, I'm a saint.
Yeah.
Little angel.
We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've seen a lot of like TikTokers. They haven't done anything wrong, but what they're being cancelled for, or like not technically cancelled, but just like really hated on, is not speaking out on political issues. There's been a lot of that, of course, with everything that's going on right now. It's like, oh, why are you not speaking on this? Why are you just putting out content and not, recognizing or speaking on this, on that, and that? I'm a bit like in the middle. Like, I understand it, but then I'm also like kind of torn in between. I do understand if you have a platform, right thing to do is obviously make a statement or take a stance or whatever it is. But then to like now come and say you're going to cancel someone because of it, that's an interesting one. Do you reckon you could be or couldn't if there was, obviously not right now what's going on, but like just in general, is that something that you ever think about?
Just let her
Like
dance,
I have to speak on what's currently going on type of sitch.
I don't feel like I constantly have to speak on it because then again, it falls back onto the people don't know what you're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be constantly, let's say, walking on the street being like, I gave a guy a blanket because he's homeless. I can do those sort of stuffs behind the scenes. You guys don't need to see it. Now, if I want to post and let it be known and create awareness on this is what's happening, I can do that.
I think we're also dragging it sometimes because we don't realize like not everyone expected to be in the positions that they're in.
That's why
And
I'm
we
torn
were drawn
about it.
to
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
for socks in the driveway and dance moves.
These
We didn't
socks.
come to you for your stances on
You won't let
this.
it go.
Yeah.
I can't let it go. We didn't come to you for your stance on this or your it's. I get the argument of if people have a platform and a voice, use it, but it's a different responsibility to put on people that was not necessarily part of their story. Or,
Like politics was never part of
Like-
conversations that I had
or
before.
even this, some people's platform is honestly to be the relief during tough
Yes.
times. Some people's platform is to be the voice during
Yes.
tough times. Some people's platform is to be the education. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
During tough times, like there's different pockets. It's different when people are using excuses to run away from clearly. No, you've spoken about this before. You've spoken about this before, but you're quiet about this. There's a conversation that can be had there. But if we've come to you for something different before and you've now just been given this platform, I don't know how we expect you to now be the prime minister or the voice
Yeah.
that speaks on it. I think it's something that can be developed and it comes with maybe growing into the voice or growing into the platform or the maturity of things. But it's different to expect it for people from the jump, I think, for sure. Yeah, but
That's
hey,
why
man, who
I'm
knows?
Always the middle person.
You
I'm
might be the MP
I'm
soon.
there to make everyone happy.
That's it.
Like, let's say I go on live and you guys are like, why aren't you talking about this? I restrict politics, all of that. Like, if you come on it for the vibes, to be happy. Like, it's a free world.
Provide a good time.
Each their own. You all have your own opinions. Like, the comment sections are there. Go crazy. I'm not going to read it out, but voice whatever you want to voice out because you will be seen. Even if it's not by me, everyone else will see it.
They're,
Yeah.
they're going to
good.
jump on you in the comments as well. If you voice yourself out in the comments and then
No,
get attacked
voice-
in there by the
voice
people too, man. Yeah,
Voice
but you
it.
can.
I will never turn the comments off. I will never
Yeah.
shut anything down. It's like, be there to voice whatever you want to voice, It's just stop trying to force it on other people.
Yeah,
Just
that's facts.
What's to come from you? What can we expect, I guess? Anything you cook and not?
I'm pretty sure I'm starting OnlyFans.
She's serious about that one.
No, I'm not. Personally, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to tap more into, I guess, hosting.
Oh, dope.
Been thinking about my own podcast, so watch out, guys.
Nice.
Never
Cool,
know.
that's cool. That's cool.
Let us know if you need
Yeah.
any help.
Let us know if you need a co-host
But
for,
yeah.
for hosting gigs. I know you probably get the serious ones.
For sure.
Yeah, not just reading.
Get yourself a manager, mate.
But next year, 2024, goodbye, Australia.
Is it?
You've enjoyed Unice too much. It's time for her to go. I feel like-
Time for the
Interesting.
big world, huh?
Yeah.
I like that.
You haven't even been to Tasmania yet. Like, touch road there, you know what I mean? Touch the Northern Territory.
What's there
them
for her,
places.
please?
Go there for a day now.
That's it. Like, goodbye, Australia.
Adelaide is enough. You know, I went there. They didn't lie to me. I heard it was like Darwin, but with an airport. No crocodiles, but snakes.
Yeah, man. 8.4 does that to you, man.
Yeah,
you gotta leave.
Nah, I couldn't do it. God must be crazy there, you know.
That's man. Now we'll be
That's
we'll
awesome.
be
We'll
keeping
look
an eye
out
out
for
for that.
this,
See
yeah.
what you got
Sure,
cooking
for
over there.
sure.
And for real, for the podcast, we're the people there, man. Come holler at us. We can definitely do that. Is that us, gang? We don't have to plug the live show anymore, man.
Don't have to
No.
do anything.
Yeah, we're on holiday for a little bit. Nothing else to promote for us.
Till the end of the year, we're done, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, thank you for
been a
joining us for
pleasure.
another episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this one around. I would say you can follow Unice, but
You probably already
You
did.
already
You
are.
don't want to hurt people, follow us, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt people,
Come
follow
on, guys,
us.
what are you doing?
I honestly think you're one of the nicest guests we've had on
Yes,
the
for
show.
sure.
Thank you for
Good
coming.
vibes, man. Good
Sure.
vibes.
Thank
Humble
you
too.
for having
Shout out
me.
to you.
Very.
Well, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.